Yeah, Rage Against the Machine and Bulls on Parade. I'm a little distracted because I was trying to take a picture of Rich Voss. He hates the music loud.
I don't even know one song from that band.
By Rage. You know that one, don't you?
Not now I do, because it's embedded in my skull.
Why can't you listen to music loud?
I do if I like the music. I'll listen to the Carpenters loud, or, you know.
Oh, yeah, good point,
No.
E-Rock. Thank you.
No.
You don't know the old O&A theme? That's a Rage Against the Machine song.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. When it all fell apart.
Oh, please.
I don't remember the theme. When it all fell apart, I went into that shock therapy, and I lost a lot of my memories.
Oh, God.
I remember some of the good stuff. I remember Asbury
Do you remember
Park.
this? We put your headphones on.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember this?
He's complaining it's too loud and he doesn't have his headphones on.
Right. Well, I cranked
I
up the
remember
monitor
this.
in the studio.
Everybody remembers this.
Well, that's why. That's
just
Rage
that-
Against the Machine.
Well, I didn't know. When you played it, it never said, and now Rage from the Machine. It was just your opening.
True. Fair enough. And we looped it. It's Street Fighting Man, their version of Street Fighting Man. By the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I know the Stones wrote that.
Oh, excuse me.
I saw the Stones on Ed Sullivan, okay, in the audience.
Don't say that.
Why? Because I'm old?
You don't want people to think you're as old as you are.
I'm not hiding it anymore.
You just said fuck it.
Hey, what am I going to do? I can't hide it.
You got to pad that shit. Everyone
fucking-
knows.
Ugh.
You got to pad
My
it.
fucking cum just falls. It doesn't shoot. It just falls on the floor.
Oh,
Everything's
God.
fucked up.
Like, what does it come out like honey?
Honey, it comes out. It comes out breathing heavy.
Oh, my
It's
God.
fucking horrible.
All right, well, I want to say hi to Vic Henley. I haven't seen Vic in a while, and he doesn't mind the music loud, even if it's a song he doesn't really like.
No, I the Battle for Los Angeles is my favorite record by them. That's a goddamn good record.
What's your favorite song off that?
Gorilla.
Yes.
Gorilla something.
Gorilla Radio.
Thank you.
Thank you. Of
E-Rock.
course it's Gorilla Radio.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You ruined that premiere, remember?
Huh?
You guys ruined the premiere of that, remember?
Of that song?
Yeah.
No, I don't
How did they
remember
do that, pray tell?
Because K-Rock was stunting that they were going to do a format change or something.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
When they were in the afternoon, and it was they were rebranding the station temporarily as Gorilla Radio to promote the whole thing.
Okay.
And O&A gave it out before their big launch at 5 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, they started the
wrong
whole
with
show
that.
and just told everything.
That's great.
And then had everybody call over there and tell Will Pendarvis what you're doing.
Well, you scooped them. That's comedy.
They were.
That's funny.
Oh, they didn't find it funny. I'm like, God, lighten up. Who
No,
gives a fuck? No
that's
one
funny.
cares.
That's
Their big
funny.
buy-in.
Do you think in your career too many times you've said lighten up?
I have said that a lot.
But to the Suits, you got to go with him. Anytime it's him against the Suits, I got to go with him.
Thank you, Vic
I got to
Henley.
go with him on the funny. You know enough about all the behind the scenes stuff. It's funny to watch people fuck with people who
Yeah, but
really
I'm
think
gonna-
this is important.
How about
Listen.
this, Vic? It's not a bit.
No.
They still haven't let me off the hook. Because they want to keep me down and they want to keep me wondering. How stupid is that as a management style?
All right. It's very nurturing.
You would think they would come down to my hallway office in the corner here and say, look, we're still very mad, but we just want to let you know it's all good. The lawyers have decided that you're not a thief and you're not breaking into multiple offices around here.
I've let them know that your schedule, first of all, they have to go through me. They know that. So I've let them know that your schedule is completely wide open. I'll be happy to schedule them 8 or 9 minutes in your luxurious corner office.
Nice.
And we can sort of have an olive branch ceremony somehow. But no, they're not even calling. I look at my phone 8 times a minute. Not one fucking answer.
I mean, that's just
nothing.
a shitty way to run things, don't you think?
Yeah. You know.
This is where I stand.
What?
This is where I stand. Whatever the brass decides, I'm going to have to go with them and tell them I'm available.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think, listen, this show is a good show. It makes money.
Oh,
it does
thank you,
well.
Voss.
No, I'm just saying. So why are you worried
I'm not worried. I'm more pissed off about it.
He thought
'Cause
he'd
no
get
matter
somewhere. He thought he'd get an attaboy or a vote of confidence or some
Whatever.
some
I mean-
sort of closure, maybe some sort of it's okay. We're not going to have you fired. You're not getting arrested. Ooh, nothing bad happened.
You're
Nobody
listening to the voice of reason.
Right.
But Voss,
Thank you.
after all these years, you don't understand where I'm at. I mean, I'll be fine either way.
Yeah, I know
it
where
just
you're at.
pisses me
3 to
off.
6.
It just pisses me off that that's how they run
Good.
things. There's a lot of companies. That's why I speak this shit, not just for me, that keeps their employees down. and makes them wonder if they got a job or if they're going to get fired and all that. When if you just gave them a little positivity and a little uplift every once in a while, they would be a much better employee.
That's what
pisses me off. If they fire me tomorrow, I'll be fine. Trust me.
Here's what it's all about with entertainment, and Vic can
maybe
he can no Vic will agree.
Did
with
you
us.
even listen to what I had to say?
Yeah, that's why I'm going to respond.
Okay.
I'm going to respond to what you're saying.
All right, I apologize.
It's entertainment validation. Vic and I were talking about a club we work. We work a lot of clubs, and the clubs go, well, these are the numbers. Nothing. That's it. These are the numbers. But we both do. I did it once. He's been doing it forever. Omaha for Colleen. This is a club owner that watches the shows.
Yep.
Goes, great show. Love the material. Love what you did.
Right.
So not only about the numbers, she cares about who's on her stage. And nowadays, with corporations and big business, they just care about numbers. And as an entertainer, you want somebody every now and then to validate what you do and go, hey, good stuff. I see you're growing. You see, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes
but
perfect
I don't
sense,
need that part of it.
Well, you mean a little bit of it.
Yes.
It's not total. It has to be as whiny as he's saying. But it could be
thank you.
It could be no. We like it when they go, hey, we pay attention to what's going on here. Thank you. Good job. He went super deep sweetness on it.
All right.
I'm sorry that I showed a little emotion and let down my wall. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, hard, beaten down guys. I'm sorry.
See?
Fucking
right.
trucker stop CD,
Well, you
man.
just made it sound lame.
No.
You made it sound lame. Of course, everyone wants to feel like they belong and
Well,
they're
that's
doing a
what
good
you're
job.
saying. Come in and say, hey, great job. You have your job. You're doing
more
fine.
pisses me off that they just focus on this strategy of trying to keep everyone down. Because then when they have to negotiate money and stuff, they got you. They got you.
Well, same with clubs.
Yes, he's right. Exactly right. They're never going to acknowledge, hardly ever.
That you
Right,
did, that you did great. Hey, those were great numbers. Because when they say that, that means next time you come in, you're going to go, oh, I want more money.
Yep.
Or they're never going to say, man, you killed up there, because you're going to say, I want more money. What they do is say nothing.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. Put in, call us, let us know if you're open. We'll get back to you in 9 months. Maybe. Maybe.
Yes.
It's just the worst, isn't it?
Well, it's just,
I just don't like that strategy.
there's no
whatsoever.
qualification on various levels of show business, whether you're dealing with the suits at a movie theater or a television network or down here or at the comedy club level. There's no, in a way, there's no really resume that you need. You just kind of show up and they give you a job. You start out making nacho sauce, and next day you're manager of fucking 11 clubs in the Midwest.
I can't.
Is that what happens?
Completely true. Absolutely.
My fucking backup plan, when that comes through, I'm fucking set.
Can I
Mega
tell you,
Millions.
Can I tell you about management and radio?
Yes, you can.
It's all failed radio
Of course
personalities.
it is. Yes, we've talked about
And then
this.
then they look at you and like, shut up.
No, I've told you. But my friend used to always go, I really can't listen to anything you say right now because the last time I remember, you were big buck naked when you were on the air. You called yourself big buck. I think you were Craven Moorhead in Harrisburg 12 years ago. So, okay, Craven buck naked. I'm not fucking listening to a goddamn thing you're saying.
You're going to tell me how to do this? Shut up.
I'm not going to be the one who's the odd man here, but I liked Buck Naked. I thought
You were a big fan.
I thought
You
Buck
were a regular.
Naked. I thought when he
He's
came
writing
in
it
to
down.
work
He's like,
with
shit, another radio station I could be on.
when he came in with his chaps and his butt out.
The assless chaps. He only did that at certain remotes.
Yes, yeah.
On special occasions.
On special occasions, he would bring out the assless chaps.
Vic had a great show last weekend in South Carolina.
We had Columbia. We sold them all out. Columbia and Charleston were both great, and Fayetteville was also really, really good.
Nice.
In North Carolina.
Wait,
on,
wait.
Saturday
Who
night.
sold them out?
Ron sold them out. I shouldn't say yes. Exactly. Ron. Yeah, we.
You know what, Vic?
I was the mouse in his pocket.
Hey, let me tell you something. Me and Louis C.K. sold out the Garden.
There you go. Oh, you're
How about
right.
you let the guy have an
You're
assist
right.
on that?
Oh yeah, he just said I was. He said I was whiny a second
Yes,
ago.
he's-
Well, you were.
correct.
Well, now I'm with Vic.
He's all
you
right.
are whining.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not
And
whiny.
you're,
I'm trying to stick up for you.
No,
And
Ron
you're,
sold out. It was really fun.
Go ahead.
Had a
And
great
you're
time.
a very funny comic.
Thank you.
Quick as lightning.
Wait for my new thing to come out.
What's that?
He's teasing it now. Yet another.
Funny FOMOs. I'm starting.
It's just.
It's the opposite.
At this point, no one even understands that joke.
I don't care.
You know that thing went away and I didn't even know.
What?
Oh, forget it.
What went away?
I feel like I'm
The
lost here.
mofos.
Oh, I'm doing FOMOs.
I know you're doing FOMOs. I did MOFOs. Everyone knows. All right. Let me say hi to Larry in Utah. He's got a problem. Larry, go ahead.
It's me.
Got Vic Henley and Rich Voss today, and I'm very excited about that.
Well, I'm glad you're excited because there was some announcements earlier on the channel. I didn't know if you were going to comment on them or not.
I don't listen to this
I don't know what he's talking
channel.
about. Right.
Why would I listen to this channel?
Well, tell us, man, from Utah.
I enjoy the radio show from 3 to 6, and that's all I care about. What are the announcements?
Steve Singer's giving 30% off.
I thought it was 35.
I was bored with Mike and Mike, so I turned on the channel.
It's okay if you turn on the channel. I'm just announcing I don't listen. I was going to say I don't really listen. I actually don't listen at all. I was listening to Craig Gass on Brother Weeze's show this morning up there in Rochester on WCMF. So what's going on, Larry?
Well, they announced that the Faction channel is going to be on both platforms and with the same number, and that it took their new boss to get it done. That's what they announced this morning.
Okay, I don't even know what that means.
I'm not playing.
Well, good. That's good for everybody.
Yeah.
Yay, something.
I'm not playing with that horseshit. So it's going to be 103 on both platforms
starting in May.
But you know what?
And Jason Ellis had nothing to do with it. And if people want to make believe he did, then good for him.
But this guy
it was
calling-
something that was in the works for a pretty long fucking time.
This guy calling is like so many drama queen snitches. Like you called.
I don't know if it's that really.
Yes, because he calls to go, hey, how can I get a reaction out of Opie with this dumb bullshit?
Sure.
Who gives a fuck?
Wait.
The announcements.
Way back in September when I was on the fence of re-signing and stuff, they told me that this was going down, but it was going to take time. So it's finally here, Larry. Is that what you're saying?
Well, if it's whatever it is, because I'm an XN subscriber,
Right.
I got you guys anyway.
But if any of the drama queens want to try to make it sound like they did it, then good for you. I'll send you balloons.
Actually, it was me and my special pliers. I came down here and got up on the roof one night and tweaked a couple of... I pretended I was hooking up everybody in cable in college again.
Yeah.
And that's why all the channels are now available
Nice.
for everybody. I tell you, I went back on my electronic engineering degree.
Yeah, let's congratulate Vic Henley because he had as much to do with it as Jason Ellis.
Right.
Trust me.
I was tethered to the antenna on top of this building.
Right.
And this caller tomorrow is going to call Jason and go, you know what Opie said?
Okay, fine.
Well, I'm bothered because this is the guy that doesn't believe the Earth is that old,
The Utah
and
guy?
I want to like Larry.
Oh.
Is Larry a good guy? I don't mean to attack him.
I think he's a good guy, but I mean, you don't want to
thinks the
attack
Earth-
someone's religion. But he thinks the Earth is about 7,000 years old, Larry.
Yeah, just about right. But Bob,
What's that? No, that's Opie's shirt. Go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
No, what was the joke? I want to enjoy it.
on the Jimmy Johnson NASCAR thing when you were interviewing Dale Jr. I
What-
told you I was running the bus.
Wait, say again. You
Oh
stuck.
my God! Now,
He's getting
Larry,
mad.
I'm going to
He's
make
getting
fun
mad.
of
He
you.
made-
Wait,
he
what
got
I
happened?
would much rather have Rich Voss confused as far as Jimmy Johnson's go than confused by how old the Earth is.
Yeah.
Wait, is this guy the one that helped me about Jimmy Johnson?
No.
No, he's making fun of you.
He's just
but
saying
the
that
guy
that's
thinks
worse.
the Earth is
Yeah.
7,000 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're comparing that to me seeing
I
the.
helped Boss. I'm the guy that helped Boss out on the Jimmy Johnson thing and pulled him out.
Oh, he is? Oh, he is.
Oh,
He is
thank
the
you.
guy that
You know what?
helped
I've always been a fan of yours too. I thought you were someone else. I thought you were from Larry from Rhode Island.
Hey, Larry, when you go to a museum and you see those dinosaur bones, I need to know what goes through your mind.
I don't go see them.
Why?
Sorry. Why would I go see them?
Because they're not real?
Because if you have kids, you want to take
All right.
them to the museum.
But what's your thought on dinosaur bones when you know they're in museums?
Bible talks about them in the book of Job. He talks about the power of Leviathan. The earth was, all the animals were killed except for the ones in Noah's Ark in the flood. They got rid of them.
All right.
It was impossible to put all the animals in Noah's Ark.
Well, you don't believe the Earth is more than 7,000 years old, but
True.
you believe in Noah's Ark.
He
He's
believes
everything in the Bible. He's going full on Bible.
he's very
Old and New
religious?
Testament. Old and New Testament.
All right. I listen. I'm
That's
not
his
against.
religion,
I'm
but
not
it's
against
frustrating.
religion. I'm not against. I'd never attack religion because I believe in God. I don't believe in certain things in religion, but I believe there is a power greater than ourselves.
I believe
and
that-
that power is Howard Stern.
Children of the future, teach them well.
All right. I'm rolling up my sleeves now. You want to fucking play? Let's play. Let's fucking play. I see what's going on here. Why is he laughing? Why is he enjoying this?
Giggling immensely through the window. It's really. I'm enjoying watching him laugh. That's how good
so
it is.
did not expect that.
No, me either. Me either.
That was just such a cheap shot.
Me either. I like it. That's classic boss.
I have nothing against
Misdirection.
if this guy, if that's what he believes in. You know, some people need religion. Some people.
But the Earth is not 7,000 years old.
It could be 7,000 in 2 weeks.
Come on.
It's at 6,900.
You know, just give or take a couple months. You don't have to be exact. Leave him alone.
And you don't acknowledge like carbon dating or any of that stuff, right, Larry?
Well, I think it's flawed. Carbon dating is a flawed dating method. It's not accurate.
It's kind of like the dogs are really not 7 years old. 1 year in a dog's life is not one. Is you're kind of saying it's messed up like that?
Oh.
A lot of people.
I have no comment on the lifespan of animals. I mean,
Okay.
the animals have years that they're assigned. A man was assigned 10.
What
60.
religion are you?
70.
What are you,
Not a
Christian?
religion. I don't have a religion per se. I just know there's a God in heaven, and He has a Son whose name is Christ, our
There you
beloved
go.
Son of glory.
But why?
Larry,
Why do you guys believe Christ is God? Why can't it be
He's his son.
the son? He was a son too.
Right.
Yeah. How did he get the job if he was a son? God is God, right?
Nepotism.
Okay, and that's the God of your religion. But there's so many other religions that don't believe that's the God. So why are you right and they're wrong? I'm just saying. I'm not disagreeing.
God, Rich,
What's
the
that?
God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Tony Evans of the Urban Alternative in Dallas puts it like this, and this is going to sound silly, but it's not. God is like a pretzel. And if you look at a pretzel, there's one pretzel, but there's three holes. God the Father, God the Son, and God the
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know.
I don't know. The phones have been fucked up.
I wanted
the
to
last
know what
couple
kind
weeks.
of. I was hoping we were going to get to the dipping sauce part of that analogy right there. If
I
we
just
choose
had a pretzel in the fucking
I was
in
gonna
the,
say
in a room.
mustard or cheese or
I ate
marinara.
God. I ate
Pretzels are
God.
delicious too, aren't they?
The ones from 7-Eleven and Wawa are so
Do you
fucking
go
good.
mustard?
Yes.
Goldens?
Oh, you kidding me? Of course.
Annie Ann's. Annie Ann's. That's
They're
the
good.
best.
Yeah.
That's a good.
And they have
Those are
samples.
buttery.
Yes, they are.
You like buttery?
Oh hell yeah!
Danny Ann's, it's just caked in butter.
I love that. That's my favorite part about it.
I like 7-Eleven and Wawa.
That's the name of
And
my.
I
That's
like-
the name of my second album, Caked in Butter.
Do you like the? Do you like the everything pretzel?
We're laughing over here.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Go
know.
ahead.
I didn't think it was worth laughing.
It was not. It wasn't that good. He was just indulging me.
No, it was very good. I liked it. Well, yes, Rich, I'm sorry.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about. I was talking to this guy about religion, and people say, well, this is our God, but why is your God the right God and the next person's God isn't the right God?
That's where the whole religion thing is.
Where you get into that global
it's
warfare
flawed.
problem,
Yeah.
right?
That's where it's all flawed.
I mean, I could tell you 40 countries where believe their God is the right God.
And willing to murder somebody over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
My God's bigger than your God.
yeah.
My God's bigger than yours.
Our God hasn't appeared.
My God's bigger because he eats. That's a commercial for something.
Yeah, I know.
I think our God works at Goldman Sachs.
Your God does.
Let me say hi to Jay. Jay wants to make fun of Larry. I don't want to make fun of Larry. Larry just frustrates me. What do you got, Jay?
He just always wants to stir the pot, man. I listen to all the shows. I love your show. I'm from Long Beach, California, so I'd never listened to you until I got satellite radio.
Right on, brother.
Stumbled upon you. I've listened to you ever since. Yes, I listen to Jason Ellis. Yes, I listen to Jim and those guys. But you know what? I've always listened. I've never missed a show of yours in 7 years.
Right on, brother. I like that. I honestly don't care what show you listen to.
I do.
Well, me, I don't. I just leave it on one channel. When you guys are done, I turn music on, and then I'm good. But my issue with that dude is, fuck, all they said was, we were hoping something like this would happen. Nobody said, I made this happen, or I am God, or whatever,
All right, that's why I think I said if in there, but I knew they were doing that way back in September. It's been a long time coming because I think it's ridiculous to have that special platform for any show at this point.
And plus, man,
Yeah, it was making too much money was the problem.
We were fighting that since we started.
Yeah, we were bringing in so much money, and then because of that, we weren't able to talk to as many people as we could have. It was really frustrating, especially when, Anthony was still around. So what is it now, E-Rock? We're going to be on 103 on both.
On Sirius and XM, we'll just be on 103. It's in May.
And you don't have to pay extra anymore.
Nope.
See, that's how it should be. figure out how to make the money up another way, right?
I'm with you.
I agree.
All right, is that
Hey,
it?
thank you guys. Hey, yeah, thank you for everything, Vic and fucking Rich. You guys are hilarious. Thank you. Great day.
All right, thank you.
I'm a big fan of him.
All right, so how was Ron White there, Vic Henley?
Oh, we had so much fun.
Yeah?
He golfed a lot, so I rode on the cart with him one day. Sometimes if it's beautiful, I'll go on there and caddy.
Wait, you don't play
And it's
golf?
no, I don't golf.
Where were you?
Wait,
We were in,
But let me handle
Keel
this.
Island. Yeah, Keel was gorgeous.
Have you ever played golf?
I've not really, no. I'm not a golfer.
Never swung a club?
Yeah, some. When I was in high school, one of our jobs during the summer was building this par 3 9-hole course in our little town, and
Right.
my friends and I did that for 2 summers in a row, and
Nice.
we got to go play for free whenever we went home. But I hadn't swung a golf club in 30 years.
I
Probably.
played 5 times last week.
Yeah, he played 4.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Ron played
In the
4.
last 3 weeks, I played 14 times.
That's awesome.
I'll take him down.
I'm sure.
Does that
No, I won't.
replace
He's
your?
good. He's a
He's
good
good,
golfer.
yeah.
He's a good golfer.
Is that how you handle your addiction?
No, it's when you go on the road.
No,
Is
I'm
that-
being serious now. I'm not trying to be
no,
a dick.
no,
like
I'm-
you're sober 31 years.
Yes.
You just celebrated
Yes,
that.
thank
So
you.
is that like you substituted the drugs for golf or golf for
no gambling. But no, see, when you're on the road, especially Vegas, but anywhere,
You need something to do.
something to do all day.
Right.
One, I meet people. I play the best courses in the country. I meet some of the coolest people. I played Bel Air, Riviera, Harbortown. I play them all, and these are the best courses. And other perks from being on radio. Being on radio, this guy used to listen.
Right.
And he took us on a tour. Me, Bonnie, and when the baby was of the West Wing of the White House. You can't even get the East Wing without a congressman. And we had so being on radio.
Yeah, but that's not a big deal. Look
Yes.
look at the trumpet thing. Anyone could be in the West Wing now.
Well, getting a tour in the West Wing is almost impossible. What I'm
What do
saying
you
is,
get to see in the West Wing?
I think you were on the set of the West Wing television show, and you've confused it.
how do I follow that?
Did you see Martin Sheen?
Yes.
Allison Janney and Rob Lowe were roaming around in the background.
It was unbelievable.
Bradley Whitford.
They must be filming a commercial today.
So golf, when you're on the road, like I work out.
Right.
Sometimes I'll go to a meeting. But what else can you do all day? I mean,
Can't you go to museums and other things? That's why
I've done that. I've done it in D.C. museums. A lot of times, like in Philly, we went to the Liberty Bell, and we just drove by and looked at it. But a lot of that stuff you
That's
can
how
still.
I did it, Vic.
Yeah, at the
And I'm
Liberty
down
Bell,
there
you're
a
not going
lot.
to get out.
I'm not waiting on a line to see a crack in a
Yeah.
bell.
Come
You know,
on.
You
and-
can see it from the street.
You can
He's
see it
right.
from your computer too. Anything, I've been.
It's a good point.
Listen,
y'all are
I'm
horrible.
also too, Opie. I'm on the road by myself. Years ago, especially when I was going through my divorce, I was working Buffalo, so I went on the Maid of the Mist ride at Niagara Falls.
I did
Awesome.
that. That is
but
awesome.
It's very awesome, except when you're by yourself and there's nothing but couples and families.
Oh, who cares?
And it's so depressing. Your wife is leaving you, and you're on the honeymoon Maid of the Mist. There's certain things you don't want to do alone. If I was on the road with my wife, we do things.
Vic, I'm with you.
I'm kind, in a way, I'm with him on. If you're sad and lonely, you feel like it is God is just pissing on you extremely, and at the same time, the nature boy in me, whoo, I'm gonna have to go. That's pretty fucking
well, let's
cool.
break this down. I hear your point, but I'm going to Vic. The Maid of the Mist is amazing.
You
I
gotta
know it's
do
great,
it.
and I
Gotta
think
do it. Yeah.
I absolutely did that by myself back in the day, and I've also have done it with my wife.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think that's my first
but
time was
when
also alone.
When I did it alone, I was more like, holy fuck, this is cool.
But
I'm not
it's cool-
thinking about making out with somebody and
know.
canoodling.
I can see where the sad clown here.
No,
I'm with you, Emmett Kelly.
listen to me, Hope Brothers. Okay.
Oh man, I'm
when-
rolling up my sleeves even further.
When you play golf too around the country, some of the most beautiful scenery.
Right.
When
Yeah.
I was in
Oh, yeah.
when I was in Cabo playing or Hawaii, I just played in Vegas. You're playing on a course looking at mountains with snow on top.
So your logic when you're in these on these golf courses with the beautiful view, don't you miss Bonnie at that point? Because that's something you would share with
no,
somebody.
but I'm still with 3 other golfers that I'm playing
and he's
with.
playing a game. You're focused on. Yeah,
You
so-
guys are blowing each other in the woods, making believe that your ball's lost. Yes.
Whoa!
I was about to make a lost
Well, I
ball
was just
joke.
helping
folks, folks, he only rolled up one sleeve. Don't worry. When he gets up 2 sleeves, they're going to be a lot better.
And here's another point with your golf. All right, I'll let the laugh keep. All right.
He's got
let
you
it
on the
breathe.
one sleeve.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe. It was good. So, what about when you have a great round or a great shot? Now you're looking around and you're doing that alone.
Yeah, but
So isn't there an emptiness there as well?
no, because there's other golfers.
Yeah, but you don't know those fucking guys. They're
Sometimes I do.
strangers.
Sometimes I do.
A lot of
sometimes I
times
don't.
it's strangers.
Yeah, a
when
lot of
you're on
times
the
it
road.
is strangers. But that great shot,
Right.
it's a good feeling. But that goes like this: to made a miss, you're out there for an hour. I
don't know.
I didn't hate
enjoyed every second
I
you
didn't
made
hate.
of the miss.
I didn't hate it.
Because you get
I like the
closer
hurricane
and
deck.
closer.
I like that deck up there.
Yes.
You could just every aspect of Niagara Falls.
Okay,
The
if you
tunnels
were,
aren't as nice though, right?
it's still worth
big
seeing.
nose.
You do the full tour.
It's not
You
worth
do the
seeing
full tour.
because now they block you off. You can't get close enough because some asshole fell over. So now everyone has to be pushed way back. You know what I'm talking
I
about.
know what you're
right?
talking about.
if you were in D.C., because we've done this together, my wife and I, with Raina. If you were in D.C. alone, do you think you'd go to the Museum of Natural History by
In a
yourself?
second.
Or
Yeah, I would.
In
I
a
mean,
second.
when I was in,
And I actually did that.
No, when I was in Holland, I went to the Reich Museum by myself, the Van Gogh Museum. I went to Anne Frank House.
Yep.
In Scotland, I went to the Castle. By so I've done this, but
I
after a while, you want to share it with.
No, I understand it kind of sucks that I'm by myself here. This would be nice to share with somebody, but you're also seeing cool shit where you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I know, but also too, you weigh it out. Like, okay, say I'm in, I don't know, where's it? Say a cool place in this country. Like, say you're in Vegas, and you could take it. No,
Vegas?
wait a second. And you could go to the Hoover Dam by yourself.
Hey, okay.
I'm
now
giving
you're,
you. I'm
you're
giving
steering it back. Okay.
Wow, you saved
All right, he
yourself.
did.
No,
he totally
no,
did.
So you're
could go
jumping
to
in a rental.
You could go to the Hoover Dam by yourself.
Yeah.
Or you could play a nice golf course and look at the scenery, and you're with 3 other people.
I see what you're saying.
So you
I would
you
go
weigh it
Hoover
out.
Dam every single time. You're just not going to see that.
Yeah,
I still
because
haven't
you
seen
can't
it.
get hurt going to the Hoover Dam. Playing golf, you can get hurt somehow.
Well, when the asshole doesn't say 4 and looks up in the air, and then the ball comes down on your hand as you're waiting to putt on the green because your shot was much better on that particular
had a
hole.
bullet.
Did he hit you with the ball? Is this what
I
this?
still got a lump.
I didn't know this. Really? I was hoping that this was something. I hope
I
he was.
still got a lump.
You really hit him.
I had to pull a tick off his ass.
Wait, no, you were the one that was worried about ticks.
But you had one on you, remember?
Yeah, I did have one on me.
Wow.
It might explain everything. I think I have
Wow.
Lyme disease.
There you go.
So, no, Voss is in the fairway playing a ball that he magically found that
No, I
didn't look
didn't find-
anything like his ball.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
he's pretty good.
You can't tell the difference between an orange
This
and
guy
a pink ball.
finds
You don't think he was legitimately
No,
in the
I-
fairway?
this
guy
I
finds.
believe you are.
Oh my God! You can't believe him on that one.
Yes. My ball was not in it was right in the rough fairway in that area.
In the edge.
So
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
all
on the green and I have my left hand on my putter like this. So like my
Very sunny
my hand,
day.
All right.
My hand is very flat on my putter. You
Okay.
get it. He pops this thing up and I'm just like, well, he would obviously yell 4, and he's just staring at the green. Now I'm thinking it's got to be way over my head or something. And all of a sudden, it fucking hits me on the top of my hand. I go down like I got shot. The thing blows up like it's
Of course, I bet it
blows up
fucking
like it's
hurt.
half a fucking
egg, like a boiled egg.
Yeah,
It was quite
yeah.
sunny. I looked at the sun.
So
I
you didn't
couldn't
see him?
I couldn't see the ball
Right.
after I hit it. You know,
What are
and
the odds of that, though?
Well, if it's
right
sunny,
down to my hand.
If it's sunny enough, you are fair skinned enough that the combination of the bright sunlight and your pasty white skin
Yeah.
would just create a whiteout
I
effect.
thought it was just Jesus standing on the green.
and you tried to crucify him when you hit him right on top of the
It
hand.
certainly was when I had my stupid long hair too. And I went down.
I bet.
I went down, and I never got it checked. I guaranteed I cracked the bone in my hand.
All I know is I parred the hole.
I was going to say, what
that's
you
all he
shoot? I
cared
was gonna,
about.
no, I was about to ask him, tell me you please birdied
Well,
it.
listen.
No, because it bounced closer to the hole. He was excited about
Good,
that.
yeah.
This fucking Jamoke broke his hand in a sand trap.
Oh, that was at Doral, Trump's course.
We told the story many times, but there's new listeners.
You were trying to do the
Dude.
dig it.
It was
This was the most depressing fucking thing ever. We go down to Miami. We're having a great weekend together. We're staying in the same room. This is our classic story.
You're staying in the first of all, you couldn't get separate rooms.
We were both lonely.
Okay.
We're telling
Which is a nice segue from he was just saying the road is lonely. So.
We're telling bad parent stories as we're
God.
going to
Okay,
sleep.
we have those.
We were actually lonely, and it was kind of nice to have a roommate. I swear to
All
God,
right.
we had double beds. That's the truth.
Yeah.
This fucking guy used to smoke his cigarettes all the way down, where I'm convinced we're gonna fucking die in a fire.
Okay.
Because he would wake up in the middle of the night and just smoke.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
His fingers were yellow for like 9 years.
Yeah. So he sets up this awesome trip for real.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm in, Voss. I got nothing else going. So we go down to Miami and we're enjoying ourselves. And then was it the first hole? I think it was.
No, it
and we
was-
were playing with your friend.
It was on the red course, not the Blue Monster. It was on the red one, I think.
Yeah, but we were going to play the Blue Monster
The
the
next day.
No, it was the Blue Monster.
It was?
No, I'm positive because this goes with the story. And we were playing with one of your friends down
Bobby,
there.
the one who got us hooked up.
I swear to you, Vic, I don't remember, but it was either the first, second, or third hole top. So we're just starting around, and I'm in a sand trap, and I go down and I hit I'm hitting the shot how you're supposed to hit it.
Right, where you dig about 2 feet behind the ball
And you
or
gotta-
a foot.
you gotta-
You're
you gotta-
driving it to the ground as hard as you can. Right, I don't know. Okay, whatever. Behind
2
the ball.
feet if you have a backhoe.
Okay, well, yeah. That's well, I'm Southern.
Vic, I'll give you,
Kubota.
I'll give Vic close enough because he's about right.
But you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
where it
So-
literally almost looks like you have to hit it so far deep into
Yeah.
the ground that it won't make the ball go.
So it was hard pan because that's why I know it's the Blue Monster. They were setting it up for the tournament. So they took all the sand out of the traps because they were going to fill it in with the nice stuff
sure.
for the pros. So I hit hard stuff and absolutely broke my hand. Broke my hand.
and you knew immediately.
I'll tell you why I knew immediately. I go to Voss. I'm like, it hurt like a mother, but I'm like, I think I'm going to be okay. We go to the next hole to tee off, and the vibrations of the golf club hitting the golf ball going through my bones was excruciating. Next thing you know, I'm following this asshole around with his friend trying to hit with one arm because I'm trying to enjoy the fact that we get to play the Blue Monster.
But one attempt, and you knew.
No,
And
I tried a couple times
After that, and you're
but
like,
the
holy-
vibrations on
Okay.
a broken bone.
It was, and I was leaving Miami to go to Alabama. I was going right to Alabama.
All right, stop bragging.
So the next, they don't use me anymore. So
Well, fuck them.
Tell us somewhere else you don't work, Rich.
I'll tell you where I do work. I'll make it easy. I'll make it fucking easy.
Everywhere.
This week at South by Southwest.
There you go.
Anyhow, so then I get this major fucking pain in my tooth. I go, I can't handle this. And I went to a fucking one of those mall dentists, and they
Yeah.
pulled my tooth on the vacation. I had a molar pulled. He broke his, and I had a molar. We're laying
Good
in
God.
fucking. We're laying in fucking the bedroom. My face is swollen.
Yeah.
His blood is in the fucking.
It's all true.
his hand
It's all
is
true.
fucked
I can't
up.
sleep. My
And
fucking,
y'all are talking about how mean your parents were. You're sitting there all beat up. And all,
my fucking hands throbbing. His mouth is throbbing.
But
So
I
then
played golf the next day with what the
wait,
doctor
okay.
said not to. I said, "Fuck this."
And what did I
Right.
do? Because I couldn't play
You
golf.
probably went and got a spa or something.
I can't remember. Maybe I got a massage.
did you put a
or
cast
something.
on it or ever get it x-rayed or
No.
anything? You just never
No,
It
found
was
because
probably a hairline fracture.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
They wouldn't have done anything anyway.
It wasn't
Right.
any bone that you could tell was completely out of place. I would have went somewhere. I'm old school, man. I'm one of 6 kids. We never went to the doctor, so we just kind of sucked it up.
You know, I
And
did.
to this day, that's what I do.
Well, when we did the virus tour,
Well, how about you don't want to tell them about the grandma you made out with?
Was that same trip? Was that the
Yeah.
that's the cherry on top of this story? As you made out with a
well, we went down to South Beach to eat and we're sitting there, and it's like fucking models, and you
Yeah,
know it's
I've
South.
been there,
We're
yeah.
sitting there, and it's a nice restaurant, I guess.
He's not lying, man. It was models galore.
I
And
mean,
that's a great scene.
And the ugliest 2 in the fucking place decide they need us.
No,
And one was an albino grandma, and the other one was Hiawatha or whatever the fuck
she
her
was
name
good looking though. The one.
We actually exchanged numbers. She was from Orlando, but we never.
albino grandmother.
So I-
Albino.
I- just
Think
a-
Johnny Winter. Winters.
Yeah.
There's a hotel.
Or is it Edgar Winters?
Both.
Both are albinos?
Yeah, they're
There's a
brothers.
hotel.
She had pink eyes, bro.
No, there
And
was-
white hair, and he made out with her.
listen what
You
happened.
sure it wasn't a laboratory
There
rat?
was a hotel
Delano.
in South Beach where there's cabanas and a long pool. What's it called?
Delano, I think.
Oh, it is?
Which is
All
like a very famous place.
So we went there, and I just to help Opie out, I took the grandmother
like
for
I
a
need
walk.
fucking help.
Well,
the
no girl
grandmother
wanted to fuck
for a
fucking
walk.
Hulk arm.
Took the grandmother for a walk.
You're not putting that down my
Me and
pants.
Hiawatha were staring at this idiot dry humping her mother.
Was it really her daughter?
Yes, and she was a grandma. Not with I don't think Hiawatha had kids though.
She wasn't bad. She was hot, but she had
Who was
old
hot?
person breath.
Oh,
you're-
God. Oh, like hard candy and mothballs?
Oh, it was hard. Old person breath.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You're crazy to think that she was hot.
She was okay.
She was a disaster.
Then he's the
No.
greatest wingman ever for you. You owe him a big time favor.
Yeah, we
for
didn't
this.
really do anything.
But because
We
I
were
took
too
the
busy.
grandmother
I
away.
was too busy laughing at this guy.
He was willing to go that far for you.
I remember we were peeking around the corner.
Well, he felt bad. He'd
Oh,
already.
but you were helping me out, huh?
I was looking out for
Oh,
you.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
oh,
That girl,
man.
the daughter was fucking smoking hot.
She was all right.
Was she Native American, or you've just slurred
she
her
had
with
some-
Hiawatha?
She had some
Here.
weird Indian name that sort of sounded like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and
All right.
Am I right, Voss?
no, and we tried to get a cab, and she put her ear to the ground.
Just be here soon.
That was a fucking
I
disaster.
think they're in Coral Gables right about now. They'll be here in 8 minutes.
Somebody littered, and a tear came from her eye.
Exactly.
I also remember we went to Walmart for some reason for golf balls and other stuff.
We went to Walmart. I went there
Yes.
today before I came here.
Of course you did. And so our really nice trip was just weird.
But-
sounds
and-
now we have
crazy
stories.
good. Yeah,
But
sounds
it
really
was
good.
fucking. I mean, we're staying at a place for like nothing, playing. Doral back then was, I mean,
What do you mean back then? It was
It's still
it was tournament
amazing.
golf back
Yeah.
then even.
yeah, that's where they played the Honda Classic back then.
Right.
It's
All-
a great no. Even I don't golf, and I know that's an amazing.
There's
course,
markers all over the course where famous shots
happened
took
and-
place. So
right.
they have like plaques. I'm trying to remember some of the plaques, but
They blew the tournament out there. Now Trump owns the course now.
yeah.
And they took it away. Because they're at Innisbrook this week, which I played. So what it all comes down to, when you go on the road, and after you've been doing it for years and years, you can only visit so many sites.
Okay.
My wife and I went to England, right? We were in England doing some TV show there. So instead of going on some fucking dumb bus tour, a couple of nights a week, we just got on a double-decker bus, and wherever it took us, we just sat and looked at shit.
Yeah, you can ride the city bus around London.
On the
Sure.
double-decker bus. And
Yep.
it was cool because we were up top there by ourselves,
Oh, I've
just
done that,
checking out.
Right.
Instead of some tour guy going, oh, there's...
Marble Arch.
Yeah.
The Marble Arch.
Yeah.
Now I'll take it back to the golf thing though before I forget, because one of the guys, not the day I rode on the car with him, but the other day, a dude got his first hole-in-one ever, and Ron was his witness, and he got to sign the scorecard.
Wait, you were there too?
I was not there. I didn't. I rode the cart one day, and then the next day on Kiowa,
Right.
the guy he was playing with, who's probably about 60-something, got his first hole-in-one ever, and Ron was his witness. You have to have
Wow.
somebody sign the
Sure.
scorecard for
You
you and
need
everything.
two witnesses.
So they were playing foursome.
Oh, yeah.
But they came to the show that night, and right before the show started, Ron, I've been hanging out with him most of the afternoon. I'm like, you're just now getting to the fact that today you were with somebody for their first. You're too busy telling me that the fucking club sandwich at the clubhouse was amazing. I go, you left out the fucking ace of the story, and the guy was so happy. I think he was an attorney or somebody. but
That's awesome.
What island? Is that where they have the tournament down on? Because I
I think so on Kiowa. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know which course they were playing on, but they were on Kiowa for sure.
Because I play, our honeymoon was on the main island.
Ooh, nice.
But I don't know. I know they have a tournament of champions in Hawaii. They have two tournaments. The tournament of champions is everybody that won
Yes.
the year before
Yeah.
plays. And that might be probably, Ron White's got enough juice to get on any course.
Oh, they were in Hawaii he's played everywhere. Fincham, when Fincham was head of the PGA, he had Fincham's card, and Fincham said, if anybody ever was giving you grief, just call me, and I will call the course for you
Yeah.
and tell them to let you on.
I wonder if he's played Augusta.
I know he's walked it. I know he's going to a practice round. I don't know if he's ever played around.
That's a tough one.
I bet you he played.
I don't think. I don't know.
No,
I'll text him and find out.
Find out. I mean,
I
that's
can text him.
that's
I
not
know
an
he's
easy
played Pebble
thing to
Beach.
do.
Him and Madigan both have played Pebble
But
Beach.
Augusta and Pine Valley are
really
almost
hard.
impossible.
Right.
Pine Valley's the best course in the country.
I think he's played St. Andrews over in Scotland
Well,
too.
that
That's
one,
also
that's
you
public.
could, right.
We
true.
could go back to this certainly, but I got stunt brain. I wanted him to call in for some of the stuff going on down there in Washington. All right?
He's the man to go to.
I think so. Stunt brain, you're the man to go to, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But the golf porn was pretty darn good, too.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, Stunt brain's another guy that likes playing golf.
Eventually, me and him will play it, but I'm never in the Delaware area.
Just fucking play with Stunt brain. You'd have a ball, man.
I'm not driving to Delaware. Next time I work Philly, if I'm in the area.
You've been close enough.
To Delaware?
You've been close
Yeah,
enough
Philly,
over the years.
Oh, hey, I know what I could do. On my way to Maryland, going. It'll be warm. I'm in Maryland in May. We'll set it up on my way down. We'll play that day.
You would have a
Let's
good
do
time
it.
with him.
on.
Stump brain, lots going on. You got some are calling it Trump Care,
Yep.
and then we got some are calling it the Muslim ban 2.0, and we also have Vault 7. What do you want to start with?
Well, the easy one is probably the Obamacare replacement because it's currently dead on arrival to a bunch of people on the GOP side of things, which is great news to the Democrats. But Rand Paul's kind of the leader of the opposition on this one, saying it's Obamacare light, and he won't go for it. And he's kind of got a pretty solid coalition behind him. So
what
he
happens? They go back to the drawing board?
Yeah, they have to go to a reconciliation thing where the GOP puts their plan on the table, and then the Senate, the House will put their plan out. The Senate will come in and go, hold on a second, not this, not that.
Right.
But just now, before you guys went on the air, Sean Spicer was telling everybody, well, this is really just part one of 3 parts, so don't rule it out yet. And they're actually talking about rolling it out in 3 different pieces, which will take some time.
Well, that's the problem. I saw that too. But the next piece might be next year, right?
Yeah, and maybe even deep into next year. So now you're talking about 2018 before you get this going.
Yeah.
And people are worried. The 2 things that are making real conservatives nervous are this promise to give tax benefits, which turns out to be an entitlement, where you'll actually get a check from the government. And a lot of real conservatives and libertarians are going, how is that a good idea?
Who gets the check, though? The richer people, right?
No. This will ultimately be, if you're getting Obamacare tax credits right now,
Oh, okay, yeah.
they want to give you a check and tell you to spend it where you want it.
Can I ask you a question?
What's wrong with that? Doesn't that help the economy?
Yeah, but where's the check come from? It comes from us.
Us, you and I. Yeah.
Can I
So-
ask you a question about, and I think I brought this up last time, like I said, in Jersey, our health insurance went up $6,000 a year, $6,000. And there's no possible way to fight this because all the insurance companies did it. You know, United, Blue, all of them across the board. So is there anything in this package or that Trump's going to do or try to do that's going to make our insurance across the board, at least, because I can't get Obamacare. I make too much money, but I don't make enough money to pay $18,000 to $19,000 a year in health insurance. So what happens to the guy like me?
Well, it looks like, Rich, that they're going to have this major provision to allow rates to be and insurance to be sold across state lines, which means competition will happen. And as a free market guy, I believe that's the key.
Right.
And that'll drive down rates. You know,
Right.
we've seen it in other areas. So if they can pull that off, that's kind of an end around on the insurance companies jacking the rates up. We'll see if they can shove that through.
Is that a possibility? Because that does
Yeah.
sound that does sound kind of exciting, and they want the drug companies to kind of compete more with each other to lower the cost of the drugs.
Well,
Yeah, we pay too much for drugs here.
You
and
think?
Especially when you go to Canada and the same stuff is selling for a lot cheaper, 30, 40, 50% cheaper. So bringing competition in it could be really good. But I tend to believe Trump is doing this based on, or he'll get it through based on pushing those tax benefits to the corporations. In other words, like Pfizer and Apple and all these companies that have trillions of dollars offshore because they don't want to get taxed on them here, they need to bring those home. So if he lowers that corporate tax rate, you're likely to see drug companies, manufacturers bring their businesses back that'll lower the costs, but they've also got those profits that they can repatriate that money. I tend to think there's something tied in with healthcare and the tax thing that's going to happen. But he says they got to get healthcare done first.
And what was the? Sorry, Rich. The other thing I was reading today is this new plan. Possibly 15 million people will lose their health insurance. Do you know anything about that?
I don't. I think that's the Hair on Fire group that's screaming. Millions are going to die dead in the street if they do this.
Right.
They're not going to let 20 million, 15 million people lose coverage. They just can't do it. And whether they're worried about Medicare crashing and that's where those people will fall off, they can't let that happen. They'll turn it back to the states in some of those cases. And again, Spicer said, look, Medicare's solid. You've got TRICARE for the military, and they're not going to let 15 to 20 million people lose coverage. That would be a death blow to the Republicans, and they're already worried about this bill being that as well, because they just got to have clarity on it. It's got to be a clean repeal and replace, or otherwise 2018 is going to be a real tough year.
Well, here's two things. One, you say it'll be an open market for crossing state line for health insurance. Yeah. Okay, say something like Florida, their health insurance is it's like nothing compared to Jersey or New York. And now if everybody says, hey, I'm going to get my health insurance out of Florida, of course Florida's going to see this and raise their price. And then when you say, well, these offshore tax reductions, nobody drops their prices. Like, if I'm making a certain amount of money in a club...
Wait a minute, Rich. Wait a minute. What was the first computer you bought? How much did it cost? Technology shows you that the prices do go down.
Well, no, that's because they're mass producing more of them, and it's cheaper to make them. Now, because
that's what he's saying about the drugs, though. Yeah. He's saying the same thing.
I'm saying drugs and science technology. 25 years ago, there was maybe one MRI machine per every million people in this country. Now you can't swing a cat without hitting them, but an MRI still costs $1,500. Why? Because they're not letting free market competition happen. You have doctors in Oklahoma who don't take insurance, but they have a price list. And you can go into Oklahoma and get your shoulder scoped if you've got a rotator cuff issue for 1/3 or less of the cost that you get if you have insurance in Houston, Texas. The free market will make the prices go down, but it's got to have a chance. Otherwise, we'll never know. You're just going to hear people yelling, oh, people are going to die, hair on fire coverage. It's crazy. But we're seeing it break out in places like that. The Oklahoma story is not unique either.
Do you think that hands down the most self-aware or honest thing they've said here in 5 or 6 weeks of this administration is, wow, this healthcare thing's a lot trickier than we thought it was? Is that?
Yeah.
And everybody laughed when Trump said that. This thing's a lot more complicated than we thought. But, Vic, it was meant to be that way. They built this thing with how many thousands of pages?
Oh, Jesus, right. 12 phone books.
Yeah.
Was it really that high?
It's like a crazy...
Yeah. They built it to make it almost impossible to take apart.
Yeah.
And they knew that going in because unwinding this thing is damn near impossible. The bill the GOP put out is, 500 pages?
The Cliff's Notes version of the Affordable Health Care Act.
And Rand Paul put out a one-page summary of his plan yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It put some duct tape and Band-Aids on it. That's what his said. Put some Neosporin on it and snort a Adderall and you'll be all right.
Pfizer.
Rub some leaves on it.
Viagra went up to $53 a pill.
Why do you know this?
Because I tried to get them.
Okay.
$53 a pill, but they're losing their patent. So now generic brands are going to come out and flood the market. So they're right now trying to make as much money as they possibly can before
they have to.
You can get them for $10 again. Huh?
No, that's fascinating.
One last push for the dick hard medicine before we have to go generic.
They used to be covered by insurance.
Thank you, Mike.
They used to be covered by insurance for $10 a pill.
Yeah,
and then now $10. And now I went in, they're not covering. They go $53. I go, look, you haven't seen my wife. Let me bring her in and see if I can get him for 45.
Oh my God! You're
Take
the
a
worst.
stab at Bonnie, really?
How pathetic is he?
Look how happy he is, first of all. He's gleefully excited.
You're the short
that
end
he
of the
just threw his
stick.
wife
You
under the
understand
bus.
that, right? Between you and Bonnie, you're the short end of the stick.
Look how happy he is, though. He's genuinely thrilled to death.
You realize in a half an hour, Rich, you
Yeah.
went from a Socratic dialogue about faith to a boner joke with
That's
your
true.
wife.
Well, that's why
That's
I
the
love
beauty of
Brilliant.
Rich Voss.
Yeah, that's why we love Rich Voss.
Well, it's just-
And you got to tell everyone you break him in half anyway.
And if you know what?
He breaks the pills in half there, Vic.
He
Sometimes
takes
he
him in
says,
half, and he tapes one half to the top part of his
No.
dick and the bottom half
No.
to the
Sometimes,
part of his dick.
listen. Sometimes he says,
You got a small
I know.
penis.
Sometimes he says, I got a picture. I'll show you the picture.
Bird
Sometimes
penis.
he says, we're having sex and I'll take half a pill
like
and
a
then she
slug.
backs out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She paying me for that. I'm getting my money
You're
back.
You're making him with the ATM card, honey.
Listen, I'll go in her pocketbook.
Okay, I like it.
$12,
Oh,
bitch.
Why is she Jesus, why is she backing out?
She gets tired.
I enjoy this whole mindset.
It's just the worst.
I want to come down and babysit one weekend just so I can be a fly on the wall and hang out at Casa de Vos.
We have a correction here. Tim Weir, I don't know, on Twitter. I know him as Tater. I know Augusta's in Georgia. I
Okay.
did know that one.
Sure.
Yeah.
You thought it was in South Carolina.
No, I said it's in Georgia. Everybody knows that.
You sure?
Yes, I
you-
said Harbor Town.
There's no way you said South Carolina.
No
for
one said
We were
Augusta.
talking about
Carolina.
Kiowa. We were talking about Kiowa.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the big problem here. I didn't know you were talking about Kiowa, which is in South
Carolina.
You thought it was in Hawaii, Mr. Vaughn.
Yeah, he
Oh,
jumped
Key was
over.
it's the
Yes.
island off of South Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Right.
thought that was in Hawaii.
He thought he went at Kilauea. That's what threw
Yeah.
him. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Because the geography majors are losing
No,
their
no.
minds on Twitter right now.
He
so
thought Kilauea. I know Kiowa. That's close enough. And
Any
then-
I knew Augusta was in Georgia, but the other thing, I was all sorts of confused because I'm like, why would you go on your honeymoon on an island?
I
off of
thought
South
I
Carolina?
think he was the one in Hawaii or
He,
something.
he got confused. But and Ron has answered me. He has played Augusta with Foxworthy. There you go. There's your
really?
answer right there. Boom. He just answered me. One time with Foxworthy.
Ask him about Pine Valley.
Pinehurst, you mean?
Pine Valley.
Pine Valley.
It's in Jersey. It's the best course in the
Okay,
world.
well, sure.
Wait, but
No, it's just we're just
I think after
texting
Augusta,
Ron.
who cares? No?
Pine Valley's is big.
Bigger than Augusta?
Harder to get in.
Pine Valley turned down President Clinton, said no, and they made Jack Nicklaus's. They said to Nicholas, if you want to play, your wife's got to sit in the car, or she can't come on the property. To Nicholas.
So what did he shoot?
That's
that
what
day?
I heard.
Yeah, that he did.
That's what I heard.
he
That's
did.
the rumor. So I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. That's the rumor. I
Golf
heard.
for 200. We're now in golf for 200.
Exactly.
But now that we have this guy on the phone, let's talk about serious stuff.
This is all over the place. I'm trying to figure it out. Because, Trump was basically saying everyone will have health care. And
Well, I'm just saying,
sooner
I
than
like
later.
They've been busting his balls for dodging shit and alternative fact. This is the most self-aware moment so far. Wow, this is a little more complicated.
This is a real pain in the ass.
He doesn't say shit like that. He said nothing like that. So
Yeah.
it must be super tricky for him to all of a sudden, let his guard down.
But you-
I do like getting the competition back into it, Mr. Stunt Brain.
I love that angle, Mike. Yes, perfectly
Yeah,
said.
but the Affordable Care Act is just people, middle class and up, paying for other people's fucking health insurance. And I believe everybody should have it. I just don't believe I have to pay for it. Okay? Why should I have? No.
I don't think that's outrageous to say.
It's just, but it's
I really
No,
don't.
Rich, do you
And I'll tell you
before
what-
guys had kids, do you gripe about paying for school taxes? Because we don't have kids, but we pay school taxes because you don't want to have an uneducated society, and you might make the same argument for health care.
Stunt Brain,
Yes.
I hear
That's
you.
why I
but-
laughed, Mikey.
but
Thank you.
I think everyone got just fed up and the amount of taxes we pay enough already, and I think that's where it hit with that Obamacare. You're like, you need even more from us?
Come on, $6,000 a year from 11,000 to fucking 17,000.
Yeah, that's a big jump, buddy. I
That's
agree.
a big fucking
Wholeheartedly,
jump.
no.
So 17,000 a year is basically almost 34,000 because
Mine
after
doubled.
taxes.
Mine doubled. I know exactly. Mine completely fucking doubled.
The Cuban said his tripled.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
'cause he's
he
big.
really
Well, yeah,
got
he's a high risk though. He's a special category.
I break it down like this, Stunt Brain. I feel like we all pay enough in taxes to begin with,
Yes.
and then you wonder what the fuck does the government do with all this money?
Waste it.
Of course.
Wasted.
And then they come at us for more. And that's what drives me nuts.
You know.
Yeah, well, I think people are finally starting to see that, and that's part of the reason Trump got elected is the reaction of people like enough.
Right.
And you're seeing him put in some moves here that he's living up to campaign promises. Every new regulation, you got to cut 2 more.
Right.
So he's starting to try and thin it out. Department of Education looking at phasing a lot of stuff out. The environmental people are freaking out because the new head of that group is looking at cutting a third of it. So, Trump's going to try and make up some of this, but he's also going to spend money on guns. He's got a huge spike in our defense budget, which I do think is smart because we have had the sequester, which crushed our military for the last 8 years, and we're now in a sorry state against China. Not against Russia, but China.
But they're going to throw $54 billion at the military.
That's 2 planes, right? No,
That is. He's right.
I like the joke, but that's about right.
That's 2 Apache attack helicopters.
And for the people that don't know, the next 7 countries add up to what we spend on the military.
Also, and how,
right, Stump Brain? And there's a big drop off between number 1 and number 2. Number 2 is China. And
219 countries in the world. We account for almost 30% of all defense spending in the entire world.
Wow. And yet we need to do more. You're thinking we need to do more?
I think they need to figure out why everything is costing too much. How about we start with that?
Because we're patting that hand.
I know. Hey, Stump Brain, how about domestic terrorism where week after week, synagogues and temples are being, bomb scares, and there's groups throughout this country with training camps and really militias and their own armies. What are we doing about keeping our own safe within our own country? Why?
Well, first thing you're right about, and Voss brings up a point that nobody talks about. There are training camps within an hour of Philadelphia.
Yes.
Where there are people who aren't friendly to our society who are reportedly planning to do bad things. But, another 100+ threats announced today, bomb scares and threats today. That was announced at the press conference. So you've got DHS getting more engaged. You've got generals involved in the process now, which I think will make it interesting. But you also have the DHS saying we're going to get TSA be a little tighter and more uniform in what they're doing. So I think you're going to see tightening up. It's going to be like suddenly we have a real strict teacher in the classroom. And for 8 years, though, Rich, all this stuff has been going on. You're not going to fix it in 1 day or 1 week or 50 days, wherever we are, but you're going to start seeing stuff get on track. And I think that's part of the issue. And then talk about the travel ban. 7 countries down to 6 because basically we think we control Iraq right now. And if bad people are coming out of Iraq, it's really our problem. But the other 6 countries, they're crushed. They're basically non-existent governmentally. How do we know who's coming out of Syria? We don't, so you have to restrict it. Somalia, we don't. Yemen, it's a crap hole. We're bombing the hell out of them right now to try and wipe out what's left of al-Qaeda. So I think they've done the right thing to rewrite this law and allow people with green cards and visas. But
is it going to keep us safer though? Because the argument is people from Saudi Arabia could still get into our country.
Yeah, but they are vetted. There is vetting. If you look at compare us to Europe, Western Europe specifically, in the European zone, we have had almost nothing compared to the issues that go on there with no-go zones in cities. You were talking about London earlier with Rich driving around the bus. There are parts of London that you guys would not be welcome, not even on the bus. And you'd be facing all kinds of harassment.
What do you mean? Because as American or as Jews?
Both. Both, non-Muslims are not welcome in certain parts of London that they refer to as Londonistan.
I'm barely welcome at this fucking building.
Well, you gave yours
always back to you. It didn't take long. We were about 30 minutes away from getting it, but you almost made it 40 whole minutes.
And the fact that he gave himself barely.
Right, baby, exactly.
Just try to pump up this conversation with a joke.
Couldn't stick with the important fact for a second.
People are outraged. Right. You saw demonstrations and protests through every airport about this ban. But there's I don't know if it's 11 or 16 countries where Israelis cannot fly into.
16.
16
countries where
Finally
if
call
you
him
have an
stunt brain.
Israeli passport, you can't even get into the place.
You can't get in that country. But there's no outrage from anybody around the world about that.
No, and there won't be because that's just they're outnumbered, and it's all about numbers, and that's not an issue. They're kind of different issues too, Rich, in some ways. But they all want all those countries, those 16 countries, would just prefer if Israel didn't exist. So it's no shock that they're really not keen on Israel coming in. But the issue with the travel ban, which ain't Muslim, they just happen to be all Muslim majority countries, but the left is never going to tell you that. And there's no special exemption in the new travel ban for Christians, which happened in the first one. So you can't say it's anti-Muslim because everybody from those countries is currently on a slowdown or wait list. So there's I think the second time they did this, they got it right, and they promised to roll it out properly or at least a little bit smoother. So we'll see. There's still a lot of questions.
Yeah. And finally, what about the Vault 7?
I'm sorry, I don't know about Vault 7. What the hell is Vault 7? Is there a different name for Vault 7?
I'm lost too. I have no idea.
The
what you're talking
WikiLeaks.
You're talking about the CIA
I thought you were fucking
stuff.
around. Yeah. The CIA
No.
spying documents in Vault 7.
Yeah, well,
release.
first of all, I get torn on this one on both sides because WikiLeaks basically is a criminal operation. Let's not forget it.
Right.
They're stealing information, and people's lives will be put at risk for some of this. You know, I got friends in the CIA and friends inside, and you worry about that. But what is Julian Assange doing? What is this about? I'm nervous about this, and I wonder if this is going to put us at risk. So I question the motives, and yet I'll go through the information as well. I don't know enough about what he released today. That came out at 8 o'clock this morning.
I guess they could listen through our TVs.
Well, that was like the 1984 thing.
Right.
You know,
And
remember the screens in 1984 could listen and watch you, and apparently smart TVs can do that.
And supposedly this is going on according to what was leaked today.
Well, were you not surprised by that, or were you surprised?
Not really.
Wait, did you say our TVs can watch us?
They can create a two-way camera into your world.
Even when your TV's off, supposedly.
Yeah.
And they also
the same way your phone.
Yes, I was going to say phone too, right?
And your phone, your laptop, your Alexa. I love my Alexa.
My Sony Watchman from 1987.
Sony Watchman that Vic Henley still has. And supposedly they can fuck with your car, which means they could, assassinate people.
Depends on if you have one of those modern day technologically. I said it wrong. Technologically.
I don't have all the answers till I see the end of Homeland, but I will have. I will have a lot more answers for you.
Yay. Bravo.
See, he's useful.
I think Rich is very useful.
Oh, thank you. Rolled
I'm just
up
answering
sleeves.
his fucking question.
I'm talking to him.
He doesn't have rolled up sleeves. He has a short sleeve shirt on. So obviously you were talking about me, and I was just answering his question.
I'm just trying to start trouble.
What was I going to say next?
I just get frustrated because you don't stay on topic at times. That's all. If you need to know,
you can ask Stunt Brain who's had the best question so far.
Stunt Brain.
Well, it's a tough one. I got to give Voss a gold star
See,
today.
there you go. I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you.
I'm nervous about putting a gold star on a Jew. People get crazy about that.
Trouble started last time. That was damn good.
Very nice.
Yeah, we should have gone to commercial on that.
I know.
D-Rock?
All right, Stunt Brain.
Hey, on my way to Maryland, I'll stop and we'll play.
You guys should play golf together. You would enjoy each other.
You know what I just said? On my way to Maryland, we'll stop and we'll play.
Yeah, we'll do DuPont, or we'll find something a little closer to the highway if you're in a hurry. But
no,
yeah,
I'll do DuPont. I'll do DuPont. I love the movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
All right, Stunt Brain.
Guys.
Thank you, buddy.
So much.
It's at Stunt Brain on Twitter, and where else, buddy?
Tonight on the Blaze Radio, 7 to 10 every night, we're taking apart A Day Without Women before it happens.
Why are you taking it apart?
Because it's going to be fun.
Just trying to figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah, we got experts telling us what we can and can't do and what to expect.
Wait, there's going to be a day without women? What is
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Rich.
What do you mean?
Right.
Like I don't have to talk to my wife tomorrow?
Not a word if you don't want to. or daughter.
So what happens?
They don't exist tomorrow. You don't even have to just walk around like they're not even real.
Are women gonna not go to their jobs and
do
stuff?
that every day.
That's what they're saying.
And for you it'll be Wednesday, like it normally is. No different. Silly me.
I'm playing
How
golf
silly am I?
tomorrow.
Right, you're playing golf. Silly me.
Maybe I'll make my
Stop
wife.
brain. Can we identify ourselves as women just for tomorrow, so we can
I
get a
think
free
that's
day off?
Yeah, it's a good plan.
Really confuse everybody?
I think that's the way to go. Yeah.
I'm super queenie.
So is it going to be successful? You think there's going to be a lot of women?
No.
Paul, Jesus.
Same as the immigrant day off that they had a couple weeks ago.
That was pretty impressive.
No, I think this is going to be pretty big, especially based on the women's marches we had.
Paul, you don't like
you're gonna-
women? What's wrong with you over there with your no?
I didn't say that.
My wife.
He got caught up. He couldn't repress himself.
My wife wanted to go to the march in D.C., but if the laundry's not done,
Oh, my God.
That's right. First things
Supper
first.
isn't on the table.
That's
I'm
right,
just saying,
baby.
you don't want to show it with a black eye. That's not a good
That's
precedent.
right. Get those shoes off and get in that kitchen right now. Stare at the floor and walk 2 steps behind me. Open that Bible up.
Someone tweeted, "Hey, I don't mind my wife's going to Washington, but a chicken doesn't cook itself."
Right, of course.
I don't know who said it. Very funny. I didn't say it. I was just repeating what I read on Twitter.
Stealing someone's horrible
I didn't
joke.
say it. I said I
I
didn't
know.
say
I'm
it.
with you.
He kind of stole a joke.
I didn't
Okay.
steal it.
He just
kinda
can't remember
stole
who it is.
Yeah, you should remember that.
Oh, new Nikes are coming out.
See,
That's what I. Whatever. Stump brain.
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be pretty big, you think?
I think it's going to do very well, especially in the places where they're having marches. New York's got a rally, Philly's got one, D.C., of course. So all the big cities that have rallies, you will see a lot of places with fewer women in them tomorrow.
Oh, enough with the rallies.
I'm going to drink White Zinfandel and play Sarah McLachlan and Alanis Morissette and Melissa Etheridge, Indigo Girls.
And watch the Bravo
I'm
channel.
going to watch Wind Beneath My Wings, and then we're going to go to, sorry, that's Beaches. I'm going to go to Beaches. Then
That's
we're
a
going,
good movie.
Joy Luck Club will be after that.
Right.
And then maybe Soul Food, also a good one. Get to hear Boys to Men sing Mama.
What about the traveling pants?
The Sisterhood of the Traveling
Sisterhood of the
Pants.
Traveling
I've
Pants.
never seen that one.
Green fried tomatoes. We could do something.
Fried green
Oh,
tomatoes.
green fried. Wow, fried green tomatoes.
The hillbilly in me would slap you if I could reach you right now.
Nicholas Sparks
green
Marathon.
fried.
Yeah, Nicholas Sparks, Stunt Brain's in there, right?
Oh,
the Notebook,
That movie was horse shit.
you know,
Oh, I
Hope
hated
Floats.
that thing. All right. Stump Brain, so everyone should check you out tonight at 7 o'clock on theblaze.com,
That's right. Yes, sir. Blaze Radio Network. Just click on my channel, and I'll be there.
I tune in from time to time. If you're not doing anything later, check out our pal Stunt Brain. We'd
Thank you.
appreciate that, all right?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right,
He's
thanks.
great.
See you, boys. See you, Rich.
See ya.
Bye, Mike. All right, we should take a break.
He's so fucking smart at this.
That's why he calls him Stunt Brain.
He knows his shit. And
right.
what I was saying to people before the show today, and he's reasonable because he obviously leans to the right, but he's reasonable about it at least. He doesn't have just blinders on.
Well, right.
Well,
That's why it's called debate. But most times, the words political debate means you have to be willing to debate in the first place.
But do you feel that that's a rare thing?
We are losing it more and more,
Okay.
yes,
All right, good.
constantly.
You scared me for a
Not just now. We've been losing it for a decade.
Right.
I think it just gets real polarized. you know.
All right. Well, what do we got, Vic? It's good to see you again.
I got Kathleen Madigan the first week of April, Masters Weekend in Chicago, Bloomington, and Galesburg, Illinois. So come to those shows and here in New York City till then.
Nice. Boss, what do you got?
This Saturday through Tuesday, we'll be at South by Southwest. Look up on their website. We're doing our podcast with a great marriage counselor. So fucking funny. And then we're doing.
You can't say who it is?
It's too good. He's too funny. It's a special.
It's a dude,
marriage
though, so
counselor.
it's a dude. All right.
And then the following night we're doing Would You Bang 'Em with some great comics and great judges.
That'll be fun in Texas too.
South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And then the following weekend, not this weekend, I'll be at the Pittsburgh Improv.
Very nice.
There you go. Go see the Would You Bang 'Em show in Texas, everybody.
Yeah.
Go see that. Trust me.
Wait, is it on the website? Is it that guy?
I don't know where the venues
Let
are.
it go up. Is it him?
No. That guy's a comic.
He's going to be our counselor.
Oh, is he really?
It's on the website already.
Oh, well, he's so fucking funny.
He's out of his mind. Eddie Pepitone.
Eddie Pepitone is
Pepitone.
hilarious.
So
He is
fucking funny.
Out of his mind.
Yeah, he's perfect for you guys. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be our marriage. And then the next night, I don't know all the guests on Would You Bang 'Em, but we have some great judges and great comics. It's going to be a
Nice.
lot of fun.
And I guess we're going to be doing something April 10th. Sherrod has it all set up for
yeah.
everybody.
Okay, right. He moved forward on that with either one of our permissions.
Yes, he did. And there's people pissed off around here. And
Well, not my
I'm like,
fault.
look, we were just discussing it at
Yes,
dinner.
yes,
But
true.
he's got it all set.
Okay.
I know.
So I guess April 10th we're going to do the show live.
I'm going to put an over-under on this of how many people are going to attend.
I know. If you promote it,
What do you mean?
I'm just guessing. I haven't come up with a number yet. I'm just saying if we go forward with
We're
this.
going to pack it out.
Okay,
It's gonna
we'll
be
see.
sold- it's gonna
I'm
be
gonna,
packed.
I'm
No,
going
I
to
have
make
no
more
doubt
money
about
on
that.
side bets with my over-under than we're going to
We're going
make.
to pack it out. I have no doubt about it.
All right.
It's going to be at the Village Underground April 10th. I
April
believe.
10th.
We're going to do at least a 2-hour radio show, maybe more. And then that night it's going to be a comedy show. All set up by Sherrod
His name's
Small.
on it. Voss and Florentine
Sherrod's
and
got it all
Stefano.
figured out.
He's
I know, I just
volunteered
found out
you.
yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I saw the ad this morning.
I told him
Well, I had guys yelling at me around here. I'm like, look, we were just discussing this at dinner.
Yes. And
we
then
weren't
he
ready
moved
to
on
bring it to anybody's
He
attention.
sent the text to see if the day was open, and
Right.
she answered yes. And
Yeah.
then the floodgates. That was it.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there.
What's
So-
the comedy show? Me, you, Florentine, Sherrod,
And maybe Chris. Yeah, and I'll host, and then you guys
I
can
said
work it
I
out
would
amongst
host, but
yourselves.
either then I have to close.
Well, then fine. I'm not.
I-
Getting, you girls can argue about whose toy it is in the
you don't
sandbox.
wanna-
I'll host the show.
I love hosting.
I know. I do too.
Oh, boy, the battle of the
Well,
hosts.
it's just because it's easy.
No, I
I like
know.
it also. He is
Well-
a really good host too. He's not as good as me.
Are you? Are you?
I'm
Listen
the
to
best
me.
host in the city.
Listen to me.
I'll fucking stand by that all day
Listen,
long.
I hosted the Virus tours, 10,000 people.
I know you did. I was not shitting on
I
your
hosted
hosting ability.
He
every-
said he's the best host in the city.
I think
Good.
I am.
Good. You know what? I'm the best host at big venues. Okay.
Well, it's a small venue.
I hosted.
We're starting small.
No, I'm not saying
I don't
I'm
care
bad.
what size the
Listen,
venue
I
is.
don't
I'm
care.
the best
Listen.
host in the city.
No, listen. Let me tell. Listen.
Get in line.
Let me tell you something. You can only host if Ron White's the first act. Okay. Let me tell you something.
God.
Oh, he's the best host in the city.
He's out of his fucking mind.
William Stevenson or me? I'll give William a shout out.
So he's not even. So he's not even in the conversation.
Yeah.
No, first of all, he doesn't even host in the city.
I don't know.
He doesn't even host in the city. He's a headliner.
You're not
Wait,
even in the
He's a
conversation.
headliner.
Yes, I am. No, but listen to me. Listen to me. Fucking.
Come on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Think about
Who
it.
hosts every Patrice benefit the last 5?
Okay.
2,000 people.
I'm with you.
Anybody could call in. Look, you're a great host. I'm not taking it away.
Numbers of people doesn't matter if you're a good host
No,
or
I'm
not.
not saying you're not a good host.
Look, if he's
I'm
the
not-
best host in the city, we got
You're
to have him
fucking
host.
out of your fucking
I'm
mind.
just saying.
Then who's
if-
the best host in the city?
If he's the best,
The best host in the city?
in the city.
Listen, I'm the best host in the country.
Okay.
Okay, you
All
might
right.
be the best host in New
No.
York. In the country,
You're
no one can
horribly
host
wrong.
better than me.
You're so wrong on me.
Listen to me. I'm a big fan of yours, Vic. I really am. I
He
like young
is.
Vic. I like old Vic. I like headliner
What's the
Vic.
difference
I like
between young and old Vic?
young Vic.
Years.
Young
A lot of
young
years.
Vic. He's still at hope.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like
I was a
young
little more
Voss.
joyful,
Just
right.
like
we were both we were filled with hope
Yes.
and dreams.
Right.
Okay, but that's 100% the
Look,
most.
all
good
I'm
problem to
saying,
have, though.
All
It's
I'm
the
saying is if we
craziest
have the
thing.
best host in the city, he has to host.
I mean, I'm going to let him host. 'cause-
Logically, that makes sense, right?
So now I'm going to bomb
the
on
only
purpose.
the only
now I'm
reason-
just going to take it right in the shitter and hand it over to you next.
No, the only reason I don't want-
I'm going to tap out halfway through my set.
The only reason I don't want to close, which I should out of all these comics,
Yeah.
is because Sherrod won't get off stage for 45 fucking
He'll
minutes.
do it
on
for
the
me.
tip.
I can get him off stage. We have a little deal.
What's your
Seriously,
deal?
I've got a secret deal worked out with him. I'm the only person. Again, why I think I'm a good host. I can get the fucker off
Oh,
stage.
why are you
You send in the
downplaying?
Sandman?
You know
Why
what?
are you downplaying it to good hosts?
So I'm saying, all right, fine. If I'm one of the reasons I am the best host
Thank you.
is because I can get Sherrod off stage, which is extremely hard to do.
That's
He's
a
correct.
biggie.
You know, but he'll do it for me because he knows I will reveal the photographs.
Oh,
and
my phone's ringing.
So
Secret
Sherrod,
files.
see, that's
No,
what
it's
I
not.
was
Something.
talking about.
Right.
What? I go from one thing to another?
Yeah,
I thought it was
you get
Sherrod.
very distracted. You get distracted very easily.
I don't know. It's hard for you two to hold my attention.
That's true. I agree. It's all our fault.
Why would you agree with that?
Because it's still, it's
reading his head off.
It's delusional talk.
care.
I'm the best host in the city. Shut up.
He's the best host in the city.
Listen, you've never been to a show
Yeah.
in 10 years.
He was at my show. He was at the comic strip a
Thank
month
you.
ago.
And he was announced as the
and-
best host
and
in the
guess
city.
what? Guess what?
That was my credit.
Guess what?
That's what I said.
Hey,
yeah.
guess what?
Fuck late night TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was announced as the best host in the city.
Yeah, guess who brings yourself up at the strip? You do.
No.
You bring yourself up from the back.
I was just doing a set.
No, you're a great host. I think. Listen, I'm a big fan of Vic Henley.
Sure, Rich.
Young and old. I'm a big fan
You
of.
said that already.
That's what I'm saying. I'm repeating. I'm a big fan of Vic.
All right, can we go to break? So it's official. Sherrod Small presents
April 10th.
the Opie
April
Radio
10th.
comedy
At the
show
Village Underground. With
presented by
various-
Sherrod Small.
The show's going to host
but
itself.
so the live radio show. All 5 of us comics are going to be there.
He figured everything out.
Wait, you're going to have 5 comics in?
I don't know.
It's going to be brutal.
We're-
We can't make E-Rock do any of that. You know the logistics involved.
Oh, I'm not going.
See?
You got to
you
go.
go.
You got to work the board.
Team player.
No, he's mad because he didn't know about it. But I was trying to tell these guys, no one was supposed to know about it. We went to dinner. We were throwing this idea around. Then Sherrod happened to be on the show the next day. I don't think you were.
I was the very next day. Yes.
You were. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Totally.
And then all of a sudden, you didn't announce it.
I didn't say a
Sherrod
word.
announced
Yes.
it.
Totally.
And I'm like, hey, we haven't even really talked to anyone
Then
about this.
Jim and Sam went down there and broadcasted, I think, one day last week already.
Yeah, but they planned it out.
Right, see?
Wait, they did a live show there
Yeah,
too?
we've already been scooped on this idea, is my point.
So, and they
Another
did it at
reason
the
not
Village.
to announce it and try to figure out something
That was
else.
correct. That's why
But
we
then-
should not have
Yeah,
announced
they did
it.
at
But
the
then
Village
Sherrod
Underground.
decided-
We can still get
announce
out
it.
of it. Fuck, we can still do a comedy show at the Underground, and we can still do a remote from Pop's Diner.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's Pop's Diner?
That's
Oh,
where
it's
the
a whole
Cuban
nother
lives.
thing.
That's where the Cuban lives.
You mean out in Jersey?
Yep, out in the
Oh, he
hinterlands.
has good food.
That's what I'm saying. We go over there, we do the show from there, and you can still come back and do a comedy show at the Village Underground.
That's
an
a
easy.
sweet idea.
But they scooped us on broadcasting from there, and that's great. And I heard it was awesome. And Ant went, and a good time was had by all, apparently. But I don't know. And just to make him less miserable.
It's not me. I'm fine with it.
But the thing is,
It's just that
You look so sad and
Well,
defeated, though.
No, the thing was, Sherrod announces it,
And you
then
didn't know
get
shit about it, right?
all the men. They're like,
The
"Why
only
didn't you know
problem with
about
the
this?" Like,
diner-
we had no idea.
I got you.
the only problem in
Then I
Jersey
had
is
to
there's
give
not
him some
enough.
shit.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
not
The
enough
suits are yelling
seats
at
at.
him now.
There's not enough seats at his place.
Who?
At
Pop's Diner?
no Carl's Italian restaurant.
No, we're going to Pop's Diner.
What's
It's his
Pop's
other
Diner?
joint.
He's got like
That's his-
27 restaurants.
that's
You didn't
his-
know
that's
this?
one of his
I've been to
restaurants.
one that's so good.
There's like
You
a-
went to Marie's Italian specialty.
Oh, hold on, I didn't know.
Oh my
Go ahead.
God.
Right,
What were you
talking.
saying?
Never mind.
This is
No,
going-
come on,
This is going
this
really
is-
well.
Now it's too
I
late.
said you
We
went
were
to
okay
Marie's
20
Italian
minutes ago.
specialty.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the one you went to.
Yes.
That's their main one.
But we had
they
a-
have a few others.
Oh,
We had to
thank
make
you.
sure he knew that you were the best host in the city. So
I like to see him get passionate.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him that passionate since Bonnie
I'm
got
not
pregnant.
So I'm not upset that we were supposed to break 15 minutes ago.
right.
As long as you now know,
He does not know. He still believes he is.
See, it's
best host in the
He's
city.
you got. You know what? I bet you
You're
guys
with
go out for
greatness
dinner.
today.
I bet you guys go out for dinner. Did I say that wrong? Dinner? Did I say dinner?
You said to
I
Leonard.
thought I did say that.
To Leonard.
I don't know what it is. It's a combination of lunch and dinner.
Yes.
Dinner.
All right.
You've never had dinner?
I've had dinner with you and enjoyed it many times as we debated who was the best host.
To Leonard.
Forget it. Let's take a break.
What
I can't-
about our dinners? We've had a few dinners.
Yeah, and I bet you guys go back and forth with your delusional fucking compliments. Hey, Vic, you're the best host in the city. I got to admit, Opie,
You're the best radio host. in the
it's
city.
unbelievable how
Thank you, Vic.
can pass. You're like those
Thank
two.
you, Vic.
You're like those
What's
two.
the problem
You're
with
like
a little positivity?
You're like those two chipmunks in the cartoon.
Aren't we?
Chip and Dale.
Yeah.
Chip and Dale.
No.
Are
You're
we?
after
No
you.
excuse. After your
How
rule,
about,
please.
how about our
Normal.
dinners are me and Vic trying to tell Sherrod to
Calm down.
calm down a little bit.
So all
To
three
lower
you
his
go to
volume.
dinner. You, Gerard, and Vic.
We've done this several times.
I've never been invited to your dinners.
He doesn't like you.
We'll do it soon.
No, listen to me.
He's blowing you.
I don't know.
I'm not blowing them off. We'll do it soon.
That's-
I truly have something to do after today's show.
I'm working tonight, so I can't do anything.
Bonnie's
So
going
we
out
can't
with
hang with you.
Bonnie's going out with Lindsay for dinner tonight.
Yeah, they're hanging out.
Are they
today.
really?
That doesn't mean we have to hang out.
Why? We bring the joy to
I
that.
want to go to dinner with
They
fuck y'all.
bring
I want to
the-
go to dinner with Bonnie and Lindsay. That's who I want to go to dinner with.
They bring the joy. We just sit there and fucking want to beat each other up.
That's what I'm saying. That would be a way better dinner than the two of y'all. How do I get in that rotation? Am I going to call Bonnie on her phone again?
They got
Sorry.
they got the personalities, and we just sit there
No, we talk.
a little bit.
Okay.
All right, all right then. All right,
What,
we
you
should
have
take a
something to
break.
do after this?
Yeah, for real, I do.
What?
Some cupping.
What's cupping?
That's that treatment Like Michael Phelps was getting in the Olympics that brings up to the...
What the fuck?
Is that what it
Really
is?
doing that?
I'll show you a picture.
What is it?
Oh,
Two
no.
radio hosts in a cup?
No. Nice try, though. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
I got
What is that?
I know what it is.
What is it?
I've already done it, E-Rock.
Is this for your cardboard spine?
Yeah.
This
Is
for
that on your? Is that on your body?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on my back.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. Let me
Yes.
see.
Michael Phelps was doing it during the Olympics last year.
What is that?
A lot of the athletes
What
were.
is that?
Wow, it's cupping. It kind
To
of hurts.
stimulate the blood flow.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Thank you.
I'm trying all sorts of things on my lower back.
And those are.
It actually helped a lot.
Okay.
Helped a lot.
Awesome.
Helped a lot. Helped a lot.
And someone
It
puts
hurts
sucks.
though. It just sucks.
And it leaves
It's like
those
getting-
marks?
It's like getting
Yeah, it's
giant.
got little giant hickeys all over your body, but
it's
it's,
like getting
supposed to.
giant hickeys, aggressive hickeys. You know, the ones where you're like, Jesus, what are you doing? It hurts. It's not fun. And then you look like that when you leave.
No, you look like you should be in the Philadelphia sequel. Okay, let's take a break.
I must have got lost. I
That's
love
a great
that
song.
one. That's a great song.
Absolutely is a great song. Freeze frame! Freeze frame! It goes with the 80s theme of Black Mirror that I saw today before the radio show. Making E-Rock proud. He turned me onto a new show. Are you watching Black Mirror?
I do
mean,
not,
it's not a new show.
What is Black Mirror about, E-Rock?
It's a really amped up version of the Twilight Zone.
Ooh, nice.
Usually centers around more of modern times and technology, how it affects our lives.
Is it episodic or is each episode different like the Twilight Zone?
Each one's different.
Okay.
There are some themes, little Easter eggs that do tie the episodes together, but
Okay.
you can watch each one individually
Yeah,
and not
know.
have to see the previous.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw...
Sounds good. What's it on?
It's all of them are on Netflix. Right
I
now.
got it. All right. I can qualify for that.
I'll just say this, E-Rock. The episode I saw revolves around a lot of 80s music.
Right.
And, E-Rock comes in here during the break and gives me the spoiler for this episode I watched today. And then goes, and I'm not going to do it to the fine people out there. I've learned over the years. It drives them nuts. And then I go, what the? And he goes, don't worry. It's still a good episode. But it's everything. It really is everything.
I enjoy watching him.
Right, because when you realize the spoiler that he gave me ahead of time, you're like, holy fuck! But I
Okay.
knew 1 minute in.
All right.
But it was still really good, even if E-Rock did blow.
I
the
need
episode
something.
for me.
I'm off the next 2 nights. So
You'll like this, 'cause
I'll take your word for it.
It's filmed in the British style, so it's 3 episodes for the first season,
Love it.
3 for the second.
You know it.
An extended Christmas episode with John Hamm,
Oh, nice.
and then season 3 they tied with America, so there's 6 episodes. in
What are you
season
talking about? What show?
Black Mirror. It's on Netflix.
And I skipped.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're discussing. I just,
It's
I'm
good, and I'm
discussing it
still
with the best host in the city.
We did not plan that. We just jinxed each other. I think you owe me a
love it.
Coke.
I went right to season 3
Okay.
Why?
because you don't have to watch them in order.
They don't matter. They're like Twilight Zone.
And actually,
E-Rock
E-Rock-
says. You can watch them out of order. It's
E-Rock-
not related.
E-Rock turned me on to another episode, and I'm like, I got to see that episode right away, where it's like social media gets out of control to the point where everyone is rated, and you could just rate people as you go through your life. It was a very good episode, and it features Ron Howard's daughter.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror on Netflix.
Okay.
And I think they said today that there's more Netflix than. Did anyone else see that article? DVDs?
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, fuck.
They're kicking some network ass. Is that where you're headed with this?
Well,
Possibly,
I
you're
mean,
saying?
Yes.
I'll tell you the truth. I'd rather watch an hour of the bruises on your back.
But then don't ask
Cupping.
to see it.
Cupping, the series.
It's called cupping. God damn it.
Do you watch? There's one
Do you
we
know why he's
started
doing
watching.
this, don't you? You know, his wife referred to his spine of being made out of graham crackers and kids glue, which is still, I think, a wonderful choice of words. I told when Lindsay said, I'm like, that's goddamn good writing right there. That's
she's
really
very
funny.
My wife's very funny.
That's such a good visual, too, just a graham
Yeah.
crackers and kids glue.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So now you've resorted to the cupping, and
I'm trying everything.
are you going to have to get a brace eventually? You're going to have to go.
I got all those things.
Do
Do you
you?
think? Does it sitting like a female? Does that Fuck with your
Well, that's
back.
why I sit like this. I slump, I slouch, I put my legs up.
You're sitting like
anything to feel
Kellyanne Conway.
comfortable.
You're sitting like Kellyanne Conway. He's exactly, that's what he's doing.
This foot's on the floor.
Okay, all right.
Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm looking at Basic Instinct too.
There you go. Thank you.
What a snack.
Anything to get comfortable. I can't just sit in a chair. It sucks.
All right.
I just don't want to do the surgery. Tried everything.
For your back. Well, I'm going to tell you
the
how
lower, the bottom two discs.
I know.
I tried
Want me to
everything.
give you... No,
It's actually pretty good. It doesn't pull out as much as it
Want me
used
to tell you
if need
exactly
know.
what's going to heal your
Yes, go
back?
ahead.
Here comes Dr. Feelgood.
I'll tell you how it's going to heal your back if you listen.
Less
100%.
stress.
Huh? What'd you say?
Less stress.
No.
Nice
A
try.
lot of people say that.
Nice try.
A lot of people
That-
say you get the stress out of
Lose
your life.
20, you lose 20 pounds.
I don't need to lose 20 pounds.
You lose 20 pounds and sit-ups.
I'll look
I don't think he's got 20
emaciated.
pounds to lose.
10 pounds.
Vic, thank
He doesn't
you.
have 10. He
I
doesn't
want to
have
lose
20.
a few
I have
more,
20
but
pounds,
20
maybe.
pounds that on my frame would be crazy.
All right, I'm just talking about you lose your whole stomach and your back will be fine. Your whole stomach.
It's not like he's got a big gut. I
Thank
can
you,
understand
Vic.
this if you're 100 pounds overweight and you're going, my knees are killing me. Well, that's
even
structural.
2 pounds in your stomach, you
I
feel it
used
in
to
your back.
be 15
Even-
pounds heavier than I am today.
How many?
15.
No, but I'm saying even 1 or 2 pounds in your stomach, you feel it in your lower back.
We continue to work on it, Mr. Voss.
Yes, you look great. You do.
We continue to work on
You
it.
look good.
But I can't get down to that weight. That's crazy.
Would it be-
I could barely live at this weight.
What kind of surgery is it? Do you have herniated disc? Is
Yeah,
that
I
what it
got
really
two.
is? Okay.
I got
so
two.
they'd have to do some sort of fusing or some sort of.
I mean, these rehab guys are like, just avoid the
Just
surgery.
don't do it, right.
Well, there's one
They've
in
gotten
Ohio.
a lot better. They said, yes, they've gotten a lot better, but if you could avoid it, just keep.
I've heard that.
I keep stretching and strengthening.
Do you
my
have a,
core.
do you
no
have
one
a-
cares about this shit.
You have the what do you call? I know
wanna
someone's.
talk to the best host in the city.
I know somebody's selling brand new.
Let me get William Stevenson on the phone. Then I'll I'll demote myself down one spot.
I know somebody's
It's still not
selling
him.
a brand new. What do you call it? Those machines where you sit upside down in them.
You know what?
What?
My wife bought me one. That's how much she cares about me.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are we going to put it? And we sent it
Inversion
back.
chair.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be great.
My brother Mike has one and loves it. Swears by
I
it.
was an idiot.
You don't have
I
it
am
still.
announcing I was an idiot. We didn't have enough room. I was panicking. So
Are you crazy? I've been to your
No.
place. You
Yeah.
could put it in your hallway.
What?
Yeah, but he's down to. They're doing a lot. He's down to one room now. I don't know if he's got enough. If you've been over, he's renovating.
Thank you, Vic.
He's renovating in the apartment,
Thank
so
you.
the palatial estate is now. He's no
Whoa,
longer
hey.
he's no longer the 7th, 8th, and 9th floor of the building he lives on. He's down to one little storage closet.
Don't put that out there. It's not that crazy.
Really? People don't think that we bullshit.
We don't have a kitchen, and then 4 of us are sleeping in one room right now.
Well, there's no room for the inversion.
And
chairs,
we
my
have
friend.
like sort of a living room / play area for the kids. That's how I'm living right now. Yes.
like an animal.
So I mean, I would love one of those.
I have one, but I don't have it set up because I have no room either.
Right.
And
Aren't you buying a house or something?
we were gonna, but we'll get away till I pay our taxes this year and see.
I heard you didn't want to buy it because you didn't want to do yard work or something.
No, I don't mind doing yard work. I like that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'll come over and do the yard work for you.
Yeah,
I love. I'm the best yard man in the
I heard,
city.
I heard it's between you and William.
It's either me or William Stevenson are the best yard men in the city.
No, I love
Artie
doing that kind of
Fuqua.
stuff.
Defend me on something from yesterday. What was yesterday?
I wasn't here yesterday. So
Tuesday.
I don't know.
Does it, all right. It got my attention. I apologize for a second here. Brad in Canada, go ahead.
Hey, Opie, how's it going, man?
Good. What's up?
Not too much. I just wanted to reach out. Maybe this was yesterday. Maybe this was a couple days ago. I was listening on the On Demand. You were talking with Carl about tuna with raisins and grapes. Man, I got to call in and defend you, man. You're absolutely right. Tuna and raisins is the fucking way to go.
Where you at with your tuna fish, Vic?
I love tuna fish, but I like the fruit in my chicken salad. I'm more of the raisins and the grapes and stuff, but not in tuna. I've never had it. I've never tried it. I would, but get funky with tuna salad.
Well,
I'll
you
be
don't
happy to take a
Throw
bite.
it in the tuna. It's
I'll
not
be
that
happy
much
to take a
different than chicken salad.
You don't put relish in your tuna?
that. I do as well.
I
That's
love
off
that
the
one.
chart,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
delicious.
How about jizz?
Jizz it up, right, E-Rock. Jizz it up. Very good, E-Rock. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate that.
No.
All right.
Jizz it up.
Man, you keep it up. You're going to be the best host in the city.
You think?
He's keep that
close.
shit up.
He's close.
He's nipping at your heels, Mr. Henley.
He's no Keith Robinson. But he's getting there.
Yes. All right. What else do we got? Oh, the Ben Carson stuff is great. We have a video of that?
Yep.
Yeah, Ben Carson.
What did he do?
Oh, he was talking about immigrants.
He believes the slaves came over. He goes into people that came over. Those immigrants that came over in the bottom of slave ships. Even they are part of the immigrant story of the United States.
Wait, he's saying that
Something
they're
like
a
that.
problem?
No. He referred to the slave trade as immigrants coming over on slave ships. He didn't say they were cargo and being sold. He acted like, and those immigrants that came over in the bottom of slave ships.
What a sellout.
Even they, right, of course. That's black on black crime.
He's just,
That's why I watch NBA.
for a doctor, he's just dumb, right?
I can't believe he
I think he's
graduated medical
dumb.
school. I cannot believe anything about him.
I think we're looking at a dumb
fascinating.
guy.
It's fascinating.
It is, right?
But yeah, how do you operate on little children's brains? Isn't that what he was? Wasn't he a pediatric brain surgeon or something crazy like that? Now, I might not know.
He would perform surgery while they were still in mama's belly.
Crazy stuff like that. Micro brain surgery.
So if you're doing that, then the rest of your brain is shot. I think for
I
other
don't know.
things
I
like
don't
basic
see-
history. And
He
basic
was doing
knowledge.
brain surgery in the womb.
Yes.
I mean, the dude's got some skills, apparently, except for everything else in the
Oh,
world.
it's just like doing brain surgery going through 2 walls instead of 1.
Okay, right.
You know what I mean?
Like when you do brain surgery?
Yes. I mean, you're just cutting 2 holes
Okay,
instead
I'm
of
with
1.
you. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, microsurgery is microsurgery.
Oh, it's as easy as that, is
It's
it?
as simple as that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing, and amazing.
Let's play this. It's quick. This is how it went down.
That's what America is about. A land of dreams and opportunity. There were other immigrants who came here in the bottom of slave ships, worked even longer, even harder for less.
Other immigrants.
They too had a dream.
Yeah, they did to get off the fucking
that
slave
one
ship,
day their
jackass.
sons, daughters, grandsons, granddaughters, great-grandsons, great-granddaughters might pursue prosperity.
God, I want some of that pot. I so want some of that
think
edible.
he's a
Whatever, he's
pothead?
on something. God, he's on something slow
Well,
down.
you know
feel
what?
good.
You think?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm it's probably not.
He might have went into the old
doctor
closet
thing?
for
Sure.
some med.
Why not?
But I can see what he's saying. They're immigrants against their will.
Well, they
Against-
weren't, no, immigrants come here, right. You can't be an immigrant against your will. You're either an immigrant or you were
Right.
fucking hijacked. There's no against their will. You either choose to come over here or don't, or somebody
Right.
enslaved you and brought you here. They didn't fucking pick it, is all I'm saying. Wilson Pickett.
Let's
okay.
let's look up the definition of immigrant. But I
Someone
think
that moves from one area to another.
They didn't come here with a dream.
Yes, no. They were treated as property. They're not even. They were not even called they. Practically, probably.
Hey, I'm on
Look,
your side. I've seen all the movies.
the definition is a person who comes to live permanently in a foreign country. So
Right, somebody moves from one.
so I mean technically.
Oh,
those-
really? Okay, you're going to get me on this. Okay, he's right. Okay. All right. All y'all beat me at Scrabble. Fine. I hope you're happy.
Still the best.
I'm the
host.
best Scrabble player in New York.
I've heard that about you. There used to be that comic. Remember that comic? I can't think of his name. He was insane.
You know the 2-letter words,
Yes.
the weird ones
Yeah.
in Scrabble.
I used to, yeah.
Used to.
Yeah. Yes.
What was your go-to? What was your go-to 2-letter word?
My go-to 2-letter word?
Think you got one?
Oz.
No, XU.
XU.
Yeah, that's a word. XU.
Was it XU?
Or XI.
I think it might have been XI. No.
There's XU, too.
XU's too. I'm sadly, yes. I think he's right.
Yes, I am. I play Scrabble.
Right.
I think he's right.
Holy fuck! Are you serious?
It's
He's
a
right.
It's a Vietnamese currency.
A monetary unit of Vietnam. You nailed
He's
it.
good. What was the dude's name? There was a comedian. I can't think of his name. When I first moved back to the city a million years ago, and he played so much that it almost drove him crazy. You know, he couldn't. He was a pretty good comic, but he was awesome at Scrabble. But he used to
He
lose
used
his
to be in
mind.
Scrabble tournaments.
Yeah, he was always going around everywhere. I can't think of the guy's name, but he was fucking great. But he was volatile,
Right.
Because all he had in there was the words. It almost to the point where he couldn't communicate.
Can I read the rest of the definition?
Sorry. Yes.
No. It's just worth.
I saw
reading. Okay, a monetary. Oh, where did it go?
XU.
A monetary unit of Vietnam equal to 1/100th of a dong.
Right. You even gonna do the dorky laugh? That was a little. You were doing a little acting right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could tell you were doing a little Beavis and Butthead.
Another good one is
dog.
QI or ZA.
Is that him?
QI or ZA?
Yeah, that's Matt. That's the guy's name. Yeah,
Oh, Matt Graham.
Matt Graham. Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, he's great.
You guys know Matt Graham?
I know this
Yes.
dude. Yeah, and he's really,
He's
really
originally
good.
from Philadelphia.
I thought he's from
think.
Indiana.
Or one of those places.
Same thing. Same thing.
QI or ZA?
Can I ask a dumb question?
Sure.
What is the strategy of Scrabble to get like to the point where he's at?
Winning.
I mean, knowing the words, obviously, but then does it go past that where you're really studying the board and
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
Trying to
It's like
move
chess.
it. Right.
You know, there is a certain amount of, and the people that play word games, whether it be Boggle or Scrabble or any of these things, crossword puzzle nuts.
Right.
You know, it's just all about, it's all about the visual and the word. It's a combination of
But
the
is
pattern.
Is it luck how the board is working out in your favor?
Certainly,
or-
and there's certain. Oh, of course, there's
You're
certain
giving
strategies
it-
and when to play what and what.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You know how
I
many
play-
letters are being? It's all math in a way, even though it's words. You know
Right.
what I'm
I play-
saying? There's X amount of letters.
I play
Gotcha.
Scrabble at least 5 times a day on the phone or on my computer.
Really?
QI, ZA are big 2-letter words. What else?
RZA is RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, so I think that counts.
RZA.
Would that count as a proper name? Let me ask E-Rock. He's not.
I don't know. We got to look it up.
That
Will
wouldn't
they
count.
allow RZA? in
They wouldn't
Scrabble?
allow RZA for Wu-Tang Clan in Scrabble,
Because
probably.
it's a name.
Okay, so thank you. I knew it was proper name related. So.
I fucking hate Scrabble.
You're sitting next to the best Scrabble player in the city.
Are you the best in the city, boss?
I'm pretty good. I remember
Are you
when
up
I was
there?
playing Norton and I was killing him, and then Roland flipped the board over. That day he was mad at me. We were at the XM studio after we crossed
That's
over.
a memory. I honestly.
No, I like that.
I
There's
don't
more.
remember
You were
that.
playing. You were schooling Norton, and he got upset.
Yeah, no, Roland got upset. And he flipped the board over, and I was fucking taking Norton to the bank. Even Norton has a better vocabulary than me. I know a lot of strategies.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what he was asking. There's certain ways
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
asking
actually-
about
you
tactical
can-
strategy
yeah,
besides
totally.
having the
Yes.
knowledge of knowing
Yeah.
a lot of the fancy words.
Yeah.
The important words. for
Matt Graham
Scrabble.
would be the guy to ask about this.
That
though,
fucking
actually.
guy was.
God, he was good.
Ben Carson, by the way, explained himself, and then
Okay.
the celebrities came out of
Sorry.
the woodwork. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I forgot his explanation. Do you remember, Paul?
Let me grab it.
I was asleep.
Yeah, he's on something that Vic wants. You think it's good stuff, huh?
It looks like 2-hit weed. Looks like he's got a skull bong somewhere, and he's taking about one good hit before he walked out there and started talking.
He was really feeling it too. He was making a point. What did he say? The slave narrative and immigrant narrative are two entirely different experiences. Slaves were ripped from their families and their homes and forced against their will after being sold into slavery by slave traders. Carson, the newly installed Secretary of Health and Human Services, wrote on Facebook Monday.
And that's what you want to do after you make something a fool of yourself on television. You go right to Facebook, which
Right.
nobody fucking looks at anymore, hardly ever.
Right.
That's where you clear it up. You don't go back on television and retract your statement. You go over here to the CB radio and hope breaker, 19 people are listening to you. Why don't you go to MySpace, too, and just announce it on there?
He probably didn't want to deal with the follow-up questions that everybody would have for him.
Well, that's complicated. That comes with the job.
True. The
You gotta be-
immigrants made the choice to come to America. They saw this country as a land of opportunity. The two experiences should never be intertwined, nor forgotten. And as we demand the necessary progress towards an America that's inclusive and provides access to equal opportunity for all. All right.
So after he combined it, he said these two things should not be intertwined.
I think he had to be schooled by someone schooled him on
Of course.
it. Right. He truly believed what he was saying.
You know, and how's that bad? And how's that bad? That's what he thought. No, I'm saying how he probably thought, oh, it's the same
It's
thing.
okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's
Everybody's
okay if
here.
he really believed that.
That was a long
and
time ago.
And now he learned that that's not the case.
But you should still have to go back on television and say you don't get to
Right.
go. Your apology should be just as public as your fuck up.
That's
I
true.
believe. Just
That's
me.
true.
Just saying.
But everyone was like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Holy shit.
Well, there's a lot of
Oh, the
things wrong.
NAACP. Yeah, they wrote, Ben Carson just referred to slaves as immigrants. There were other immigrants who came here in the bottom of slave ships, was the quote.
Yeah. The organization that still
Mike.
uses the word colored people.
He's eating a sandwich.
I don't want.
He's eating a wrap. Sorry, it's a wrap.
What are you doing?
I'm trying not to.
You were
I
just
don't want you to
talking.
hear me.
You were talking. Who were you talking to?
I was
The
talking.
back of the room.
I was
You
talking.
saw that Iraq?
Yeah, I was
talking
yelling
in-
at him.
Did you think there was a mic over there?
I was talking into my sandwich.
Vic, help me out.
I'm
That's
too
why I'm
busy
not-
laughing.
What is going on?
No, he just wandered off and looked over in the corner and started.
That old actor thing where they go back.
Yeah, he did the Brando. He did the Brando where he just went away somewhere and kept eating
Let
on his
me
rap.
reflect and then come back and give you my
In
statement.
his head, he was doing Shakespeare.
No, really. Instead of it was a skull, it was a fucking turkey wrap.
He was turned 90 degrees away from me and Vic.
Yep.
Talking into thin
Up
air
into the
with,
corner.
with a sandwich carefully in his fingers.
Alas,
Why do you hold your
Lord.
sandwich like that?
Huh?
Why do you hold your sandwich like that?
Like what?
It's a wrap. You know,
It's
a
I'm
last,
holding it.
a last
You
poor
hold it very
butterball.
date-
Yes.
Stately.
What do you want me to do? Fucking grab it like it's a cock? I'm holding it.
To mustard or not mustard.
That's how he's holding it up. That's exactly right.
No, it's fucking bizarre. I saw the same thing you did.
Series most bounteous player.
Okay, here he goes.
All right.
See, right when you're right.
Buy rich leaves of wheat, rye, barley, oats, and fetches.
See,
It's from The Tempest. I auditioned.
He's good.
I got the part, but I didn't do it.
You can't stump him.
What?
That was very bizarre. That was totally. Eric is my favorite person here to watch. I need to just come in here and set the chair up and just stare.
Stare that way.
Watch E-Rock all day long. It's the
What were you trying to
frustration.
say?
I don't know what he was. He was just
You don't even
babbling.
know?
He heard a silence and decided to babble, which
He
we're
was
all guilty of.
pontificating.
Thank you very much.
Sometimes you let the room breathe, Mr. Voss. Yeah, that's exactly how you hold a sandwich. We'll certainly tweet that out for everybody. U.S. psychologist claims social media increases loneliness. We all know that because you're not having the interactions anymore. So what does that mean?
Get outside and talk to somebody.
People can't do that.
Why not?
We're long past that. Like I like how you just.
I leave the phone all the time. It's my favorite thing.
I love when Vic goes, look, whatever. He'll go, hey, I'm out of touch for the next couple hours, and then just fucking leaves the house without a phone.
I do it all the time.
How do you do that?
It's awesome. It's great. Sunshine, blue skies. Put some music on. Talk to somebody.
What if you see something you want to take a picture of it?
Well, then I put it in my brain and keep it there. And I hope that so far that fucking film doesn't run out. I'm sure one day there's going to not be in the film in my brain to record that thought.
How about this question? Have you ever had where you left the house without a phone and you went, fuck, why don't I have a phone right now? Because there was some amazing thing happening that you wanted to record.
Not one time ever that I can think of. Swear to God. Somebody with me, if it's that good, I'll walk over to a stranger and say, take a picture of that, and then here's my email and send it to me. But I just don't. Not even in business where somebody needed. Usually when I put it down and walk away, I know that there's nothing that's going to be going on, and everybody I'm saying that I'm out of touch with, fuck you. I mean, so too bad I'm out of touch. Sorry.
I leave the house with my phone every day, and I've never took a video of anything anywhere.
So he's got his, and it never comes up.
Yeah, because what? Oh, look at there. There's a street fight. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? The only videos I'll take is like if I rent a car and I see dents in it before I rent it, or
That's
you know
smart.
what I mean?
Okay.
Something like that.
Right.
But I'm not going to fucking I'm walk around taking pictures and videos.
Well, people do that these days. You know
Yeah.
that. Is Bonnie a big? Does she go crazy with the phone picture
No,
now?
fuck no. I take pictures of my kids. That's it.
All right.
You know.
How's that sandwich going?
I'm trying- I'm trying not to be rude. No.
Where are you going? Are you going to try to take it from him? Oh, he's got another half. There is another half of a sandwich. I didn't see that.
Why are you eating during the show?
Because he was hungry. You didn't hear him bitching the whole last hour?
My
Yeah,
stomach
I
was
heard it
growling.
bitching.
I didn't want it to growl during the show.
Oh, because people would hear the actual growling. Instead, they get to hear you chew.
No, they thought it would just be you complaining, and it was my stomach
I haven't
growling.
complained that much today.
You're doing good. I think it's a new Opie. Like you have a glow and a smile.
See, everybody keeps telling him that.
I'm telling you, look at him. You look at him. He looks like a reborn. You know.
I'm with you. No,
Do you agree?
we've all been telling him, and we're not kissing his ass. It really.
I can sit up straighter in my seat now.
It seems to be pure joy.
No, I
It seems to be.
really enjoy doing this show with you guys.
Except for
If you need to know the
except for the
truth.
surprising charade announcement that's every now and then. He's
Well, that
okay
was
with
even
everything.
funny.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
him. That's
you know
who
that.
he is.
You know we're fine
That's
with
who
that.
he is, right?
Yeah.
I don't care. He was rolling a joint at the table in the restaurant.
I kind of love that it was just complete turmoil. If you
Right.
really want to ask me,
All right.
I love turmoil.
I'm glad it's Sherrod is my new booking.
Check and make sure you're open.
Yes. Thank you.
I think they got us a good deal for the cash.
Now, there's new photos proving President Trump's inauguration crowd was smaller than Obama's. They're still at that. Where are the new
smallest
photos?
one, 193,000. Smallest of the last four.
Of the last four.
Bush and both Obamas were bigger.
And
everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
But Paul, where are these new pictures coming from?
The Park Service, the National Park Service.
This is me and Paul were discussing this before the show. Now, how do we know that the pictures were taken at the exact same time?
I don't give a fuck about any of this. I just believe I believe the numbers. I'm a numbers man.
I do believe that.
So there you go.
I do believe it was a lesser crowd. But then I'm trying to stick up for the Trump people a little bit. Like if someone has it out for Trump and they go, well, let's take Trump's picture early while everyone's still getting to their places.
Right. If you walk in,
that's not Trump at the end of the day.
No, right? Trump's is on the right.
Right? So
Paul.
I don't know.
No, I know.
The one with the people is on the
No,
right.
Paul has blinders on with the Trump thing.
Of course he does.
The photo on the left is definitely Trump.
Yes.
That's impossible. That's
not impossible.
Why is that impossible?
That's early in the day because he would have never made that claim.
They can timestamp it.
Trump would never make that claim. He's the greatest bullshitter that we've ever seen.
Well,
can we all at least agree?
That's how many people were there. That's it. Take it. Doesn't matter. That's how many people were. No, that's not walking in the stadium 2 hours before the game and going, see, we're sold out, and you're not sold out. That's not the case at all. You can timestamp this, and they can tell you what time that picture was taken. At the same time the picture was on the right was taken.
Timestamp. We don't see it.
Because he's taking it. You're not reading the whole thing. Just do a little research. You can find it.
And that certainly was my question. I mean, did they make sure that the pictures were taken pretty much at the same time when, let's say, the new president was speaking, or
at the time of the swearing in, or whatever?
That's all.
Right. It's unfair. If it's an unfair comparison, if one of them's at 7 in the morning, and the other one is peak time when you would be so-called sold out. Let's say. All right. I just think it's the same time, and suck it up. Nobody wins. Who gives a shit? Why are you even arguing about this? It makes no goddamn sense at all.
But I'm at it. What do you say about Trump? You said, but why would he say that then?
Well, no,
you do know he's a great bullshitter.
Yeah, I know, but that is beyond. The proof is there
in the pudding.
Yeah, see, that's when the MC goes on. That's when I go on. What I'm saying is, if
that's one of the best hosts in the city.
No, here's
right there.
But
one of them.
If he looked at that, if he looked at both pictures, he would
I got the in studio and one of in studio today.
Listen, if he saw both of those, even he wouldn't go. I had more people.
Yeah, he would.
No,
wow.
If he's looking at both of those, come on.
That's the problem with him.
That's
no
where the
one's that
bullshitting.
crazy.
No, that's where the bullshitting comes in, and then he spins it and goes, this was taken while people were still.
Everybody went to pee at the same time.
Yeah, of course he would. Oh, my God. Let's at least admit that Trump's great at bullshitting. Yeah. I'm not saying he's bullshitting at everything, but he's really good at spinning shit. He's amazing at it.
That just makes you look stupid, though, of all the things to argue about. When you come out the next day and goes, why are these two pictures different? And then he should come back and go, I don't know, I don't care. We had a good time.
Right.
Onward and upward. Let's not get into a fucking 3-week argument about who's there, 10 people are there, 20 people are there, 100, a million, whatever the fuck.
Well, of course.
He ain't selling tickets, it doesn't matter.
Same with Meryl Streep. All he had to do was say, hey, look, she's a great actress. I disagree with her politics.
Sure, right. You ain't got to get into quit stooping to the level of these asinine arguments.
She's a great actress. I disagree with her politics.
Sure.
That's all he had to say. It would have made him look fucking great.
She's overrated.
He's not going to go that way on any
She's
of these
overrated.
things. Completely overrated. Shittiest actress of all time. Horrible.
Wait, are you?
No,
you're
both
really,
being.
We're just fucking with you. Because that's what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so ridiculous. He was spinning that even.
Yeah.
Basically saying she's overrated. You can't say that about Meryl Streep. I don't watch a lot of Meryl Streep movies, but you do understand that she's pretty damn talented.
Everyone 3 times.
Although I saw
dingo took my baby.
Wow,
that's
very nice.
I don't do accents. I just proved it.
Kramer versus Kramer. I mean, there's so
Are you
many.
kidding me? Sophie's Choice. Are you fucking kidding me? So good.
Fucking Pacino turned down Kramer versus
I loved her. I loved her in Angels in America, where they've got her in so much makeup she looks like a Hasidic Jewish rabbi, and you don't even know it's her. And she's in one of the opening scenes of one of the first episodes of that. And I had to go back and rewind it. I'm like, fuck, that's Meryl Streep, because she's Ethel Rosenberg. She's a lot of people in that. They all play multiple characters. I don't know if you saw Angels in America.
I don't know. I might have.
It's a miniseries. It's legendary. It's HBO. It's really good.
Yeah.
You know who else is fucking? I think Nicole Kidman's a great actress.
She's good. Dead Calm. That was the first thing I saw her in. That's the thing that made her famous. Where Billy Zane, they've kidnapped somebody and killed them. Her and Sam Neill and Billy Zane, and he's a psycho that he kidnaps her and takes her on one boat and leaves Sam Neill. The boats can't go anywhere in the middle of the ocean, and it's the thing that put her on her map. It's a really good suspenseful movie.
Did you see the movie?
Dead Calm.
Did you see Moonlight?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I liked it. It was okay.
It was okay. Do you think And I think he's a good actor. You think he should have won Best Supporting
Yeah,
Actor?
I thought it was all right. I don't know who. I didn't see enough of the other performances, but I thought he was the best part of the movie. He was my favorite part.
Oh, yeah, he was
and
great.
then it didn't really pick up after that.
Well, to me, here's how I look at things. I think Denzel got robbed for Best Actor, hands down. To me, I thought he was great.
But did you see all the performances?
Casey Affleck was good.
You saw most of them?
Yeah, I got the screeners at home.
Did you see Casey Affleck?
Yes. He was one note throughout the whole movie.
That was the point. That was the point. He kept saying, I can't overcome this. That was his point. And he showed you throughout that he was not going to be able to overcome it. Denzel, you
saw both performances, Vin?
I did too, and he's great. It's amazing, but it's two completely different things. It's written like a play, and he performs it like a play, and he's chewing scenery right and left. He was a fucking amazing in it, and so is Viola, but it's really, I don't know, that's a coin flip for me. I could go either way on that one. I'm not so much as, everybody thought he got robbed, but I'm not sure. Casey Affleck did a hell of a job.
I thought they robbed Denzel and they gave it to the other guy because, to balance it out.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just,
I saw James Earl Jones do that part on Broadway, and Denzel's performance reminded me of that, which was outstanding across the board. So, that's all I got.
I just think Denzel's probably the best male actor of our generation.
I don't know, maybe. De Niro, Pacino, Nicholson.
Hey, Voss, you want to talk about the Super Bowl next?
That game.
Because this is over, is that where you're going? Because it's already happened. Because it's already happened, see? Because it's already happened. He knows what happened. So
it kind of happened already.
I don't know. Maybe you brought me in here more.
Touche. It's tough when I know I have the best host in the city. I can't just tell the best host in the city to take a day off.
That's right. That'd be a waste of my talent.
By the way, speaking of the other knucklehead.
Who, Sherrod?
Yes, he just texted me.
What, he didn't really roll a joint at the table, first of all, if that's what he's upset about.
No.
Why, did he add more dates?
Yes. We're doing 3 shows now.
Oh, dude.
We're taking this on the road.
We figured this shit out at one lousy dinner where we're eating not a lousy dinner. That was a nice dinner.
No, it's not.
With the fried chicken and the
deviled eggs.
The deviled eggs.
Where'd you go, though?
And smoked trout
ribbon.
salad.
It's called Ribbon. It's an offshoot of the Blue Ribbon fried chicken people.
You can go with us next time.
Really
You eat fried chicken?
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, Sherrod got a deviled egg that was like $9 because it had a fried oyster on top with pickled jalapeno. It was stacked up. It was so fucking good.
Let's see. So Sherrod just texted me. Was that him on the hotline, by the way? I wasn't able to get to it in time.
E-Rock shaking his head no.
Okay. Who was it, E-Rock? Do we know?
No, we didn't see the hotline ring at all.
Oh, all right.
Okay. He texts, hey, do you like Opie Show All-Stars Live as the title for live show?
He's naming it
He's
now.
still working.
He's naming it now.
Of course I don't like that.
The Opie Show All-Stars live at the...
Of course I don't like that.
The Opie Show Sad Team at the Village Underground. The Opie Show Trainwreck at the Village
Starring
Underground.
the best host in the city.
Yeah, it's featuring the best host in the city.
Yeah. God, no. I don't even know if he's fucking with me.
Another C-level comedian.
He's fucking with me, right?
I don't know.
He's happy. Well, maybe we could all wear jerseys.
And then we can have a softball team later on.
They'll bring us in like,
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Don't even. It should just be Opie Radio Live. If you're going to do the show there, which I'm against, first of all.
No,
you want to do the show
now that we've been scooped, I would rather go to Pop's Diner for our own location.
I would call it.
So why don't we do that?
We do that first, and then we can still come. We can still have comedy night at the Village Underground.
Opie and Friends.
Ugh. That sounds like Barney.
You're right,
sounds like Barney and Friends.
You're right, because are we really?
Oh, I've been making friends lately. Whoa. What the fuck?
You know what we do? Here's what we do.
We kid because we love.
This is how you test it out.
Yeah.
And this is
the test out.
Okay, but we do
You're
it.
not Sherrod Small. I'm not listening to anything you say.
I'm going to help you.
This is Sherrod's idea.
We do it at the diner, like they said, and then we do the show at the Stress Factory. in Jersey. Because we're in Jersey.
He's been good today. He's had a lot of coherent thoughts
Because
today.
you're going to have the Jersey fans at the show.
Right.
Keep them in Jersey. Then you do the New York thing after the Jersey thing works.
Let's get Matt Roloff on the phone and discuss this.
You know,
What happened to the show?
I don't know, but I'm still laughing at Matt Roloff.
But what happened to the show?
He thinks Vinny Brand is exactly looks and sounds like.
Well, not looks.
The little dude from Little People, Big World.
They sound exactly the same.
They do sound very, very similar.
You want to hear what Matt Roloff, so you can understand this?
But he does sound like Vinny
we'll find
Brand.
it.
Kermit the Frog-ish. It's some sort of...
Wait, Matt, go back down. Matt Roloff tells ex-wife Amy not to add to my...
This is from last fall.
And Little People...
This is from way last fall.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking.
The show just ended.
It just stopped for some reason?
Yeah, so I can't text you with my...
I know, I was waiting on an update
my
forever.
Little People Big World
He's
knowledge.
hooked on this and has been watching it and knows all about him. He's fully invested in this whole family. And it's awesome.
You want to hear his voice?
Yeah, maybe this sounds like Vinny Brand, hopefully.
The farm right now, it's a fine running machine. It's very, very Camerino's got
I know,
it
but
under
we should
control.
know. I mean, God forbid if anything were to happen to you, Matt. We need to be aware of what needs to be done. So,
They have a farm?
you know.
I think those people in the family that wanted to understand. I think Jeremy has.
Isn't that Vinny Brand? That's Vinny Brand, right? A little.
On their farm, do they grow those little corns?
They did the mini corns, yes. Everything's small.
Right.
Baby corn, baby zucchini,
Cherry tomatoes.
plum tomatoes,
Right.
grape
Fucking Vinny
tomatoes.
Brand.
So, no, they have a whole pump. It's an estate. They're making salsa. They're a huge phenomenon.
Pumpkin
in America.
salsa.
Pumpkin salsa.
That's
by God.
Amy's idea.
Hell yeah.
I didn't like the labeling.
Well, you know, I'm
A lot
just
of
upset.
controversy with the labels.
I wanted to find out what was going on now that she was starting to date again. That's where you left me hanging.
It's terrific. Isn't
We
it?
had a baby on the way, and she's dating, and
What, they
then
got
nothing.
divorced?
Yeah, after 30-something years. Try to spit more food on the microphone. I'm sure fucking Bennington likes mayonnaise all over his microphone.
Wait, so
All right, we got
after 30 years, they got divorced?
No, we can't get into it
30-something.
now,
Yes,
Voss. Really.
For real.
You
Yeah.
just got into it. You don't want to brought
Well,
it
no,
out.
we want to do it quick with the Vinny thing.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Because
Now-
me and
all
Vic...
right,
No, switch back to his idea.
No.
I'm
Oh,
back to
I
Pop
like-
Schneider and Stress. And Vinny Brand will he give us the door? No. Will he
Yes,
give us the door and take the liquor? He won't
No,
do that.
yes, he'll have to because it's radio.
Okay.
And, he needs a credit.
Well, he'll want on the show. That would be the first thing. We have to keep him off.
And we got him
somehow.
we got him by the balls.
We do?
Yes.
Okay.
We
All right.
got him by the balls. Our way or the highway, Mr. Brand.
What do we know about him? Thank you.
That he can really hear.
Oh, that's true?
He just doesn't want to book certain people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is that-
What?
What? Huh?
I threw a briefcase and he turned around quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, names are coming in for the big show. The
God.
big show.
Oh, God.
Let's say hi to Jacob on Long Island. Go ahead.
Hey, Opie, man. First of all, I want to say that I'm enjoying the show. I called a few months back, and I wasn't really feeling it. And I think that you guys figured it out.
All right.
I just want I want to also say that I love Jim Norton. I can't fucking stand Sam Roberts. I just don't understand how that show goes on. You got to make some moves in that show, man. Help out Jimmy over there, because that show fucking
I have
sucks now.
nothing.
we can't do anything about
nothing
it.
to do with this channel anymore, and in a weird way, it's freeing.
We love
just,
Jimmy as much as you do. I'll give you that. I'll always laugh at Jim Norton.
I just care about the 3 to 6, and that's it.
Well, the 3-6 show is rocking. You guys are doing an awesome job. Your new show should be called Opie, and comedians I'm still kind of friends with. I know eventually you're going to fight.
All right.
Eventually you're
It's kind of long.
And Vic Henley, and you're not going to talk to them either. So I figure this is a good opportunity just to have that together now.
Oh, I've learned from my mistakes over the years, sir.
I like it.
I like your name. People, it says Opie and people I'm still friends with should be the name of the
Still
show.
kind of friends.
Kind of friends, yeah. And then someone is suggesting we call it The Bridge.
Oh, okay.
Because we're building bridges
Right.
these days.
Play the red balls.
We should take a break. We got to do a live read. So Vic Henley's back on the road in a few weeks.
I'm back April. It's 6, 7, and 8 in Illinois with Kathleen Madigan. Bloomington, Galesburg, and Chicago that weekend.
Oh, so you're coming back just in time for the show.
I'll come home on Masters Sunday.
For what,
on
the
9th.
big, the 10?
Yeah, I'll come home on the 9th, and the show's on the 10th.
Yeah.
If indeed this holds up.
Well, we'll
If
see.
indeed this holds up.
We should get Sherrod on the phone.
Well, call him.
It's
I'm
his
sure
idea.
he's busy. He's doing stuff. He's moving and shaking.
He's moving and
You
shaking
know.
as we do the show today.
Right.
Voss, where are you going to be, buddy?
April 10th, I'll be at, I don't know. This week,
we're at. Where he is April 10th.
This week, I'll be Saturday through Wednesday at South by Southwest. It's on the website where we're doing our shows at. And the following week, I'll be at the Pittsburgh Improv. I guarantee you won't see a comic as good as me on stage. Thank you.
What the fuck is that about?
I'm saying I'm great. I fucking kill. Yes, I'm just saying.
Let us say that, though.
Oh. No, you won't do it.
I do it.
Don't you hate when you look at your soda and you see part of your food in it, even though it's yours, you're like, oh, fuck, it fell in there.
Did you wash off the lip of it?
That's why I fucking drink bottles, pal. No rat. You saw you after I fucking told you that, you read the story, didn't you?
I still don't care.
The people that died in the Bronx?
From what?
No, last time he was in here, he
really?
had a soda, but it was a can, and he was just washing the top of the thing over and over again.
All right.
He's got a problem.
Are you sure we really want to take him to dinner with us sometime soon? After we're watching this?
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
I don't have to sit at the same table.
Okay. All right. You're back in. You're back.
Nice. We got anything, E-Rock?
Nope, all good.
All right, we'll be back.
What are you talking about?
You know that one at least, right?
It's Metallica, but
of course it's Metallica. You really thought that was Metallica?
It's Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I asked him who it was. He said Metallica.
Well, and who do you think it is?
I don't care.
You really don't know who that is.
Why are you
getting... Seriously, you don't know who that is, really and truly. There's only one voice in fucking rock and roll that
Guns
sounds
N'
like
Roses.
No.
It was.
Come on, please.
There's only one voice in rock. Well, he sounds. I'll give you a hint. The other guy who he sounded just like died, and then he had to take his place. Angus Young died. No, not Angus Young. Angus Young died.
Yes.
Angus Young died, and then this guy took his place.
Who's Angus Young?
Angus Young was the lead singer for this band.
Black Sabbath.
Very good. Black Sabbath.
No, I don't fucking know. I don't know heavy metal.
That's not even heavy metal.
And that's not rock and roll.
That's fucking rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Are you kidding me?
You think that's rock and roll?
That's goddamn rock and roll.
Led Zeppelin is rock and roll.
Sure it is. You're right.
Yes,
so
it's
is
rock
that.
and roll.
So is that.
That's
Who
rock
is that?
and roll.
AC/DC, goddammit.
I knew that was my next guess. D. Snyder.
Okay. You don't like things loud, do you? He doesn't like things loud.
I like music.
You
I like
you left the studio. You were bothered by the volume of that song.
Yeah, it's loud.
Yeah, you play that one loud. Some songs you got to play loud.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right?
I do. I play a lot of songs.
Why are you yelling?
I like it loud. You never heard that expression before?
Father and Son by Cat Stevens. Blasts in my
Kill it. Kill it. Right. Morning is broken. Put it on 12.
I'm telling you. Fahiva La by Loggins and Messina.
There you go.
Do you like Don McLean?
One song.
He had two.
What was the other one?
Vincent.
Oh.
He's going to be in Friday.
Is he
He's
really?
coming here?
Yeah, to talk about the fact that the one song is 45 years old now.
Wow.
Well,
I'm going to miss it. I won't be here.
I thought of you. I'm like, I think Vic would appreciate talking to Don McLean.
Does he ever say what the song means? Does he break down?
Yes, 80 million times. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yes, thoroughly. He's talked about it for 45 years.
So you could find the meaning of what everything means
How about
in
you
that
just ask
song.
Vic? He'll tell you.
So, he's
He'll
not
tell
going to
you.
listen if I tell him.
You know everything about it?
I don't know everything about it.
Is
I
it-
know a lot about it,
It's
but I
pretty
don't
much-
know everything about it. It's basically it's supposed to be about the day the music died is the day Buddy Holly's plane crashed.
Oh, it had nothing to do with Hendrix?
No, it's Buddy Holly's plane crash in
Why-
1959.
Why did it have something to do with Hendrix?
Because there's a
I
there's a
love
part
your
in
mind.
What's that?
He said he loves your mind.
Oh,
Your mind just goes into some fun areas. Why did you think that was about Hendrix?
no, there was a part in the song I thought was about
Oh,
Hendrix.
what part? I used to know all this shit. Did you used to know a lot of this? Or
A
you
lot
still-
of it. No,
or you
I- a
still
fair
do?
amount.
Okay, when
yeah.
the Jester sang for the King and Queen, who
and
was the Jester?
Bob Dylan, I think.
I think he's right.
Who was the King and Queen?
I don't know.
You know, huh?
No, I don't know. But
Why don't you ask Vic?
Well, the halftime era was Sweet Perfume, and Sergeants played a marching tune. That's
Those
a
are
reference to
Beatles.
Sgt. Pepper's and the Beatles,
Okay,
right?
Beatles.
And the Jester I thought was Bob Dylan.
I'm
but,
looking it up now.
You know,
I used to know a lot of this shit. No, I meant Vic could tell you about what basically what
the day the
song's
music
about.
died is Big Bopper, Richie Valens, and Buddy Holly died in Clear Lake, Iowa in 1959. I know that, and he wrote the song about that. Now all the little nuances. 8 Miles High. There's a reference to 8 Miles High by the Byrds, which is in there.
Falling Fast.
Yep. And
here you go. Okay, when the Jester sang for the King and Queen. Okay.
There you go.
The Jester's Bob Dylan, like he said. The King is Pete
Seeger, legendary folk artist Pete Seeger,
and the Queen is Joan Baez. I did not know this, or I forgot about this. These were the two big names in folk at the time. In the early '60s, during the Newport Folk Festival in '63, Dylan was honored to play his own set and then combine with these two legends to sing his song "Blown in the Wind." Wow.
Yeah, when he made his first, she was bigger than he was. She brought him to Newport. And then that's why it hurt her feelings when Dylan took her to England and basically ignored her after he was blowing up bigger than her. She thought he was going to do the same for her in England, what she did for him at Newport, and he just put her in the backseat of the car and told her to fucking sit there the whole time.
It took you 2.5 hours today.
Really? Oh, to give you one you didn't know?
Ah, Christ, I didn't know that.
They were mad at each other for a long time.
There's a lot of stuff
that.
I don't know that you talk about, Bo. I had no idea. So he didn't return the favor?
He did not return the favor and was sort of rude to her. All right. Now, if you want to go back to a weird rock fact, going back to AC/DC, do you know the band before he was in AC/DC? Brian Johnson. Because if you're from Newcastle in England, then you're Geordie, and the name of the band is Geordie.
Geordie.
And I was at a friend of mine's apartment in England years ago, and he's playing Geordie, and I'm like, where'd you get this? Is this some fucking bootleg AC/DC or something from the early years? And the guy's like, kinda, dumbass. It's his band before they asked him to join AC/DC.
I don't think I ever heard a song by Geordie.
Geordie, Geordie.
Can we find that? I got to hear what that sounds like.
There's nothing in here.
You can tell it's him right off the bat. It's completely.
Sure.
There's nothing in here about Hendrix.
Geordie, Geordie. It's a band.
I thought there was something about Hendrix in American Pie. Maybe
Oh my God! I agreed with you, and it was Bon Scott that died.
Oh, Bon Scott, not Angus.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
Angus is alive.
Yeah, of course.
No, I knew when I said that sounded wrong.
I just followed you to the fire.
It's okay.
pit.
No, you should have corrected me on that.
I should have
better.
absolutely corrected you on that. I'm like, why are the phones lit?
No, it's Bon Scott, right? Exactly.
They are lit because they want to yell at us.
But that's fine because I tell people all the time, I love it when I fuck up and correct me, please. I don't know. I will say shit and not be even remotely
don't tell
close.
these people to correct you. That's what they look for.
I like learning things, though.
That's
How
all
you going to
they
get it
look
right?
for
if you
is
don't
one
know
little
any-
cut.
But you're assuming that bothers me.
People just got, you know how many people just got hard instantly because he said that?
Correct me.
They love correcting.
I love being. How am I supposed to get it right if I don't? But I'm sitting here talking off the top of my head. So even if my batting average is 99%, I'm still going to miss one every now and then.
That was a brain fart, and then I followed you right
you
into
did.
it.
Yeah, it's okay.
And
of course,
when did you
Bon
give
Scott.
yourself 99%? You're delusional.
No, I'm
all
not.
of you.
I'm pretty good.
I
I'm
know
pretty
you
good.
are. You are. You are a go-to guy.
And people, now if we want to get into this, people were busting me ass just now on Twitter saying that you and I should not be arguing about who the best host is. That Bennington is the best host in the city. He said but I'm like, but that's a radio host. I don't know if he's counting.
But here's the thing: why he said you said ask him about American Pie, and he's 99%. He got 1 out of 4 questions I asked him.
What do you mean? I got Bob Dylan was the Jester, and I didn't know who the King and Queen.
And he explained the song in general.
You did?
Yep.
Pretty
What'd
much
you
the
say?
history
I said
of rock
the day
and
the
roll,
music
right?
died. Buddy Holly. I said Buddy Holly,
Isn't there
Richie
a
Valens.
Hendrix reference in there?
I don't think so.
We can't find one.
Because Hendrix died in 71. Now there would have been enough time. Hendrix died in 70 or 71. This song came out in like 73. So there surely would have been time for him to include him in that, but I don't think so.
Let's see. The Kennedy assassination's in there.
How's that in there?
Oh.
Where's that?
Huh?
What part is that?
No, I think it's further down.
And the Cody, well, whatever.
Yeah, it was further down. It was like it.
What?
Huh? The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. This deals with the Kennedy assassination. Lee Harvey Oswald was never convicted because he was.
Smells like revolution.
Anyway, so we got Don
amazing.
McLean
It's
coming
amazing.
in Friday.
This song is one of the best songs in history.
And was 8 minutes long when you couldn't get anything past about 3.5 minutes. It was blowing up like a Rolling Stone was what Dylan did that first one. But they still don't like it if you blow up the fucking 3 to 4 minute song. And they would play a short version and a long version of this.
I remember.
Yeah.
Very good.
I wrote this down and turned it in as lyrics once when I was a senior thinking I could get it by my teacher. as like I had written an original poem. So I figured if I included the whole long version, the 8-minute version, that would throw her off track. And I left some of the choruses out just to give it sort of. And she totally busted me on it and fucking
She did.
Oh, it didn't take her a minute and a half. She's like, Rick, she wrote on the back of my paper. You really don't think I know these lyrics? Vic Henley, Don McLean.
Got it. She had to give you an A for that, though. That's
no,
pretty
no,
smart.
she made me redo the whole thing. She was going to give me an F if I didn't redo the whole thing.
I think the youngsters don't understand that because nowadays the teachers have all the programs where they can quickly see if you're
my
ripping
buddy
somebody off. But back in the day, you could get away with shit like that.
My buddy Phil turned in some Rush lyrics, and the teacher entered it into a local creative writing contest, and he had to tell on himself because he made the finals. He was going to win something with something that was fucking written by the fucking professor or whoever wrote a lot of the Rush songs.
Was it Red Barchetta?
And so I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Do you know what Rush song it was?
Yes, I do. I don't know what song it was, but I think it was something off of Fly By Night. I'm not. It might be the Priest of the Temples of Syrinx.
Jeez, he went deep cut.
Which is, I don't know if that's even on Fly By Night, but I remember Phil telling all of us, I'm going to have to turn myself in because Miss So-and-so just told me that I've made the final 5. I may win $500, and he had to fucking rat himself out.
That's awesome. I remember in a drama class, I had to do a scene, and I was an artist. So I didn't memorize my lines. And what's the thing, is it an easel that you paint
The palette. The palette. The thing you hold in your hand with your thumb through,
I
right?
wrote my lines, but I couldn't read my handwriting.
Oh, nice! You can't read your own cheat sheet.
I was like this. And then in science, I would have won this. I'm not lying. I built a maze. It was fucking a great maze. And I was taking it to the science fair in class, and I felt sorry for the mouse, and I let the mouse go. I just let it.
Are you dead serious?
Yeah, on the way
you
to school.
You really did. You trained a mouse to go through a maze perfectly. The whole project.
The maze was
train
perfect.
a mouse? I can't accept that.
I didn't train the mouse. I just made the maze, but the mouse would find its way because I put food at the end.
All right.
Okay, I didn't try to.
Whatever. I got
But
it.
on the way to school, I felt sorry for the mouse and let it go. Then I got to the science fair and they go, well, you have a maze without a mouse.
Right.
And
did you tell him I let him go?
I felt bad for him. I felt bad for the mouse.
They didn't believe you.
And they didn't believe me, and that's what led me to crack.
Just couldn't take it anymore.
Couldn't take it.
That was the day. That was the first time ever.
I tried to be nice and let a mouse run free, and
show some compassion.
And you know
thought
what?
people would understand that, and they didn't.
Nothing.
And I didn't get the prize.
Said, "Fuck humanity."
That's right. Straight to sucking the glass dick.
Oh, the glass
the
dick.
devil's glass dick. You never heard the devil's glass dick?
No, I don't.
Something like that. Not that I would know.
Excuse me.
So Stunt Brain wrote me. He was great earlier. He said, Ben Carson may have been stupid with his comments about immigrants and slavery, but what does that make Obama for saying this? Nobody complained then.
What did Obama say?
He's found something equally as, messing up speaking.
Yes.
Like I just did.
I guess Obama said, certainly it wasn't easy for those of African heritage who had to come here voluntarily, and yet in their own way were immigrants themselves.
Ooh, aha.
There was discrimination and hardship and poverty, but like you, they no doubt found inspiration in all those who had come before them, and they were able to muster faith that here in America they might build a better life and give their children something more.
I like it. Once again, I stand corrected. There you go, Stunt Brain. That's why we love you.
That was more poetic, though.
Well, it's still you're
Ben Carson dumbed that down.
Oh, of course.
I'm going to defend Obama
sure.
a little bit.
Okay, well, of course.
It was a bit more poetic.
Consider the source, but it's a.
I know people hate Obama, but I mean, he said it better than Carson.
Well, of course, Obama was a great speaker.
Vic's a good person. Like Vic says, that's why we love you. People throw that word around too.
What do you mean?
Like when you go Stunt Brain, that's why we love you.
Oh, well, what do you mean? Admire.
You need a hug.
No. I don't. And
He's getting out of the chair. He's moving towards you.
I care.
He feels bad. He feels
That's
like
how much I care about you.
Needs a little hug.
Yeah, you want a hug?
No, I want to go out to dinner one night.
Let's start with a hug.
I'll feed him.
I like a little invite. You know what I mean?
I'll treat him.
All right, next time.
Just like, you know what my manager did? You know what it is?
You've got a manager?
Oh.
I'm sincere. Who, pray tell, is masterminding this Machiavellian wonderful effort from behind the scenes?
It's respect. Don't you just want some respect?
No.
You don't like respect?
No, I'd rather be alone than.
No,
yeah.
I mean in the industry. Don't you want respect?
No, I could care less about respect.
You
in
really?
the industry, no.
Why would you?
As an artist, you don't want respect.
I'm not an artist. I'm a jackass that tells jokes. So
no,
I don't
you're
really,
an artist.
You know, whatever.
You do one of the hardest things on the planet.
I'm the best host in the city.
Yeah, so you're an artist. You're an artist. Don't downplay what you do.
Manager?
Don't down.
No, it's not Steinberg.
Ruben Kincaid.
Hard to get.
Strong.
Very strong. Nice.
Good for you getting Ruben. Amazing.
Bursky wasn't available.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know that reference.
Yeah.
He played his nephew on that show.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did. That's why I made that joke.
Speaking of politics and Obama.
Okay, Obama.
It leads to the YMCA thing. Do you hear what's going on? They're turning off the TVs.
At the
Where?
YMCA?
Because people, or turning it off the news channels, because people are arguing and causing problems to the point where they finally said enough, and they're like changing the channel or turning the TVs
You're talking
off.
about the people that live at the YMCA, right? In the living,
Or just going. He's saying
the
overall.
workout people.
Yeah.
I see it in my gym. Every corner, there's two people talking about this shit.
So they're saying no more Fox, no news channels. Let's just throw up some either no TV or reruns.
Well, we got the news
You know.
story. I think they're just kind of trying to change the TV and then at times turning it off. So we could start with this and see where it goes.
Starting a lot of trouble.
A YMCA in Lackawanna County is asking members to leave their politics at the door.
It's in hopes of cutting down on debates. The Y is restricting what people can watch on TV when they work out. Newswatch 16 Stacey Lang joins us live in Dunmore with this story. Stacey.
Oh, God.
Yeah, good evening, John and Julie.
Can we send her clothes?
Oh, yeah.
The local news and how
You
they
like
dress.
Stacey Lang?
Huh?
You're not a fan of Stacey Lang?
Who's Stacey Lang?
She's a field reporter for WNEP.
That's his fucking hometown.
Yeah, this is his wheelhouse right here.
Man, I thought Lackawanna was like, that sounded like Buffalo to me.
No, that's Scranton.
Northeastern.
Oh, my
Central
God.
Pennsylvania.
Lackawanna's the mine. Isn't that the coal mine? Right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, it's where the fucking the train Erie Lackawanna.
Yep.
Oh, we got to get her clothes, though. Got to get her clothes, Paul.
So then you send her some, don't you?
All right, I'll send her some.
We'll start a GoFundMe to
send her
get this
some
lady.
clothes.
She needs a new parka.
And her hair looks sad,
Okay,
Paul.
hair and
It's
makeup.
windy.
We need some budget for a whole budget. She's a field reporter in fucking Lackawanna.
Yeah.
And you're fucking
help her out.
Oh, really? Okay.
The fucking girl's got a 4th grade education.
She's not
Leave her
working-
alone.
It's not the red carpet out here. She's not interviewing Meryl
She's just trying to
Streep.
make a little living
Right.
for herself. I understand. All right, let's go back to this. I'm sorry. Vic.
Members at the YMCA here in Dunmore were met with a new policy this week that was taped to a door inside. It has to do with the televisions in here and what people can watch.
Got me on this one.
Officials from the Greater Scranton YMCA say recently more than the exercise has been exhausting members. Politically charged arguments inside the gym were creating complaints.
I would say I've been here 3 years now, and I really didn't hear much about this.
Okay.
Why is that okay? He's making fun of the locals, too.
It was different. It was different somehow.
Mine was just me?
I think it was.
Mine
Yeah,
was just
his
me?
was more comedy than yours. I don't know what happened there, but
she's still a mess.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm still. I don't know.
See, that's why I love you. Let's hug it out for that. That's a great line.
Let's finish. We'll do that at the end.
He's golden. You're making him nervous now.
All right, but that's why I love you. I mean, you need to know. There you go.
She's
You're
been
quick
there-
as fuck.
Exactly.
Until about 6 months ago. So we just want people to feel welcome here. And I think this might help.
The Y CEO, Trish Fisher, says the board's solution is to ban certain channels on the TVs at the gym in Dunmore, namely 24-hour cable news channels. Fisher says it's not the content of the channels that was the problem, but the arguments, even threats, that they prompted.
I think because this is a safe haven and people want to come here and feel safe and be part of a community, and when arguments are being, are taken.
What is she talking about?
I just hate the safe haven.
Safe
thing.
haven. Shut up.
The
a
why?
safe space.
The why?
Are they setting up safe spaces now at the YMCA? Let me tell you something. When I go on a cardio machine, I want to watch the news channels. There's nothing else to watch.
Are you
you're
going to start
working
up with
out?
the dude next to you, though? Or if you got your headphones on, why would you be talking to anybody?
No, but and if it's something that pisses you off, you work out a little harder, I think.
Yeah, and what are you going to talk?
Safe haven?
What if you think it's funny and just laugh? Somebody might get mad at you for laughing.
Right. What,
Oh,
Rich?
look, who cares? No, you know what? First of all, I don't talk to people. And I go do my workout. I fucking leave.
We're just playing this clip so we can make fun of people and maybe laugh at them and,
okay.
and tell some jokes.
I like that.
I actually don't care about this story. You really need to know. And we got a great line from you.
We
so
did.
it worked.
He scored.
I
He already hit it.
Well, fuck what's happening
He
at the
hit it from
YMCA.
deep.
We
In
play this-
Lackawanna, in Dunmore, you're not really concerned.
We play this shit so we can laugh at people and come up hopefully with a couple jokes.
Okay.
That's all we're doing here.
Pin the tail on the jacket.
Although it is
Well, I mean, this is his
it's a
life.
dumb story.
This is his life, you know.
He lives in Brooklyn now.
I know, yeah, but his relatives,
He
his
loves
blood
it.
is
He
up
still has
there.
fond memories.
Yes.
We do like playing clips from this particular news channel, though.
It's really funny that, unbeknownst to us, we have learned that it's like the Florida of Pennsylvania. You can just go there. Some weird shit seems to always be going on up around that part of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they got some strange stories up there. We got to focus on them more, Paul.
All right.
We've been slacking lately.
He's already been doing that. That was where the classic Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee story
Yes.
came out of there. It was legendary.
What's that?
Oh, it's too
God!
long.
Jim Norton at his finest, though. It was completely amazing. It was just a story where they decided they couldn't have iced coffee
Well,
anymore.
no, there's an arson at the Dunkin' Donuts, and everybody was upset that it was closed.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
they-
Sorry.
They were closing down a Dunkin' Donuts
Because of a partial
and
fire.
the town lost their fucking minds.
I can find it.
Don't even try. We're not doing. We're ruining it. And it was a Norton. You had to be there, and we all laughed our asses off at
Yes.
Norton that day, basically.
All right, push play on this.
And so E-Rock's on the phone with somebody right now.
Let's see if we get push play.
Taking place over politics and things like that, they don't feel safe. And I just don't think it's the right place for it.
Fisher says for the most part, the cable news ban has been well received.
I would definitely stop all the problems here because that's what everyone's fighting about back there about changing the TV channels. And if they stop that problem, it won't happen anymore and everyone will be fine. No more fighting.
Members we talked to say the gym should be a place to work out your frustrations, not develop them.
Watching TV
That guy was
is not
headed-
what you should be doing. That's just my opinion. And as far as the news channels going on, to me it's just childish stuff. People can't get along. It's kind of childish. You should be here to work out.
What is it? Everybody has a misshapen head in this
You
town.
notice that, right?
Look at this fucking. Look,
Maybe if you put a little knowledge in
I
that
know.
head, it'll be regular size soon.
Fill out some of those faces.
Yes. I didn't know how to properly
You've
say
got
that,
some-
but thank you.
You
Yes.
got some room in there for some actual intellect.
Did he
so
actually
let's
say
pump that
watching
in.
TV is bad, or what did he say? I don't know. Don't go back. We don't need to
You're
know.
not going to listen when you're looking at that fucking Full Metal Jacket head.
Right.
Look at that fucking misshapen fucking face.
He's trying to figure out what the TV is.
Yeah. I just can't believe they turned them lights on and asked me to say something.
right.
I've got thoughts too. I know stuff.
Andy Warhol was right.
Are you saying that just because I'm wearing the T-shirt?
No, that's his 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But I love that T-shirt too.
Andy Warhol Museum, Pittsburgh. That's
Yeah.
where I got the shirt.
Did you know that was an Andy Warhol design?
Yes, of course I did. He had 4 of them.
Push play.
Get healthy and enjoy yourself with fitness, not be worrying about what's on the news and stuff.
Now, officials here at the Y say those political arguments were an isolated problem and that the cable news ban does not include all news stations. You can still watch Newswatch 16 here at the Y.
Yeah, get the plug
Stacey
in.
Lang, Newswatch 16, reporting live in Dunmore, Lackawanna
I
County.
hope soon as this broadcast ended, she went back in there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And did some working out.
Yes.
Maybe a sauna.
Yes.
Maybe a steam.
Yes.
Maybe like a scene from The Wizard of Oz.
Just being a dick.
Yes. A nice
It's not
scene.
even a joke.
I like
there.
how you're sticking with it.
Yeah, it's not even a joke there.
A scene from The Wizard of Oz
Just
with a
being
lion
mean.
with a cut here.
Yeah, and a cut right.
No, she was a good-looking gal.
She's engaged. I noticed she had a big diamond on, so somebody loves her. Ha ha, both of y'all.
She was cute. She was definitely cute.
I'm
cute.
not, you know.
You know, she's a TV celebrity.
I
up in
don't
that area.
judge others.
I do. I joined Planet Fitness, and it's a judge-free zone. The second I walked in, I go, look at that fat fuck. The second I walked in to Planet Fitness, judge-free zone. Get the
Okay.
fuck out of there. That's what you do in
Did
life.
you sound the lunk alarm yet?
Right.
Huh?
Did you sound the lunk alarm yet there?
No. I don't think I might have. I don't fucking know. It's fucking ridiculous.
how
A
can they
gym that gives free pizza out.
And how can they say they're not a gym? They're a gym. What are they trying to? How are they marketing it that way?
They're the Young Men's Christian Association.
It's so stupid.
Who,
It's
them?
Planet Fitness says we're not a gym
Yeah.
or whatever, but you walk in. And
What is it? It's not a lumber yard. It's a
Skating rink.
It's not. It's a gym.
And they
Judge
serve
me.
pizza. Yes, you
Yeah, they
do.
got a snack bar in the front that's not the healthy stuff. They have pretzels and pizza.
No. Monday night, once a month, they give free pizza. And then they have Tuesday morning bagels once a month. And they have Tootsie Rolls on the counter if you want to take Tootsie Rolls to go.
At the gym.
At the gym.
Okay.
And a little bowl of, they have the Tootsie Rolls, the
Yeah.
Hershey's Kisses,
There's your bagel, dude.
Yeah.
and then M&M's.
Oh my God! Look at all that. It looks
Right.
tasty, but it shouldn't be in a gym.
Right? It's fucking ridiculous.
Wait, you work out at a Planet Fitness?
Well,
I've
there's
gone
one,
to
yeah.
a couple.
Yeah,
over the
only
years.
because they're around the country. I remember I used to go to my dentist, and he used to give us rock candy when we left. Fucking idiots, right? The fucking gym is giving pizza and donuts, you fucking assholes. No, but I joined them because fucking, you know.
It is kind of stupid. It really is stupid.
Well, right.
It's kind of
Preach on, brother.
Right.
But the thing about Planet Fitness is they're all over the country. So if I want to go,
They're really cheap, too.
And they're $20 a month. I belong to 2 gyms in my
aren't they
town.
10?
10 for the low budget. I do the high. I'm a headliner.
What do you get for the high budget?
You get to go around the country to the other gym, and you get to go on the fucking. They have some cool these beds that are like water hydro.
I've tried that thing.
That bed that goes up and down on your back.
I
with the
wouldn't
water.
know it was broken when I wanted to try it.
Oh, it did?
So I just laid there waiting for the thing to
No,
start.
mine was fucking great. I've come 3 times.
He's right.
Because
You're on
I
your
lay on
belly?
my stomach and I put all the pressure right by my cock.
Did you really?
No, but that would be
tell
a
me.
good
Does feel
idea.
good.
And it's just it's convenient, Planet Fitness. I also belong to Retro Fitness in my town. $20 a month for both places.
That's beautiful.
Retro fitness, is it just what, like dumbbells and Indian clubs, jump rope?
No, it's
retro fitness.
I know. I guess
It's the old thing that goes around your waist and jiggles you up and down.
Remember that
fucking thing around the belt.
Oh,
Oh God!
It's nice.
I bought
that worked.
See, no.
Okay.
No, it
didn't work.
I
at
bought that
all.
for my wife to put around her neck.
There you go.
Nothing.
there you
Hey,
go.
ho,
Hey,
folks.
2 shows Friday.
Kind of winding down here.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Where's that music, Eric?
No, we're good. We're good.
At the Planet Fitness Radio.
We don't have time to talk about the twins at 97 that froze to death.
They were 97 years old.
And both of them froze to death.
You'd think one would have saw the other one and got out.
Separately?
They both fell out of a house or something.
Oh, that's sad.
How the fuck does that happen? Twin sisters, 97. Go to the headline. Apparently freeze to death after falling outside.
How did they fall? Were
in
they
Rhode
Siamese?
Island. Froze to
Siamese
death
twins?
Saturday after they fell outside and were stranded overnight just steps from one of their Rhode Island homes.
Oh, that's fucking horrible.
It's just
One
They
went out-
couldn't
yeah.
live out their last 2 weeks.
One of them went to help her sister who had fallen.
97 years old.
I understand the math there. That wasn't the problem. He's trying to explain why.
In case you didn't get it.
He's trying to explain why
In case you
two
didn't get it.
97-year-olds might only have 2 weeks
more
left.
weeks left.
I understood the math.
Just in case.
I understood.
They weren't
Yes.
clear. He's got a visual aid for this one, too. Some props.
Right.
Maybe we get a tape going.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's going to juggle. He's going to juggle and mime it out for you.
I got it, Rich. Don't worry, you had a great batting average today. You were pretty damn good.
I don't like to hear these sad stories.
There you go.
Oh.
Speaking of sad stories.
That's the music. 2 minutes to go.
I got to go work out.
We could breathe a little bit here. Man, I would love to go out to dinner tonight. I really have to do that cupping thing.
No, I'm going to work out.
Okay, so next time we'll do a dinner.
What are you working on tonight?
Where do you
I'm going to do my.
What hotel are you going to be at?
I can't say, but I'm going to do my arms. I'm doing biceps and
Vic,
triceps.
you know this?
What?
He's got hotel keys for 1 million hotels in New York City, and,
That I stayed at.
and he goes and works out.
No, I
That's
didn't know
fucking
that.
brilliant.
That's awesome.
I want to make fun of him.
That's totally,
brilliant.
though. That's
He
genius.
showed me. He's got a whole thing of cards, and he mixes it up so no one's suspicious.
That's Grifter 101 awesome. That is so good. I've always liked you. Now I got a whole other level.
See, I would love to beat you up,
Once
but
you get
that's
some
brilliant.
criminality involved, yeah.
I say my keys from my
Why
hotel.
not?
Because
No.
they're never changing the key at the gym part.
This is, again, he's been on fire today.
Isn't that great, boss? Where are you going to be? We're running out of time.
South by Southwest, Saturday through Wednesday. Look at their website where we're at. Following week, the Pittsburgh Improv. Listen to us on Riotcast. My wife hates me and all that other
How's the
stuff.
podcast?
So,
Podcast
it's great.
good?
Yeah, it's been really. Raina's been doing a couple killing.
Oh, nice.
She's come on the last 2 weeks killing.
All right, Vic Henley.
I'm with the Kathleen Madigan 6, 7, 8 of April in Illinois. And here in New York City till then. Comic Strip Live tonight.
And you'll be back Thursday, looks like. Thanks for helping me out with that. Tomorrow, it's Robert Kelly, Artie Lang, Gilbert Gottfried. It's going to be busy tomorrow. And then Thursday, it's Tony Robbins, Vic Henley, Sherrod Small, and the Mad Cuban.
Right.
And then Friday, it's just me and Don McLean sitting here staring at each other.
I'll come in Friday. I'm around Friday.
Might need you.
Let me know if you need me Friday.
It's Opie Radio on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you for listening. Thanks to Vic Henley and Rich Voss. See you tomorrow.